Hey everybody, I am coming at you live from Charleston, South Carolina. Actually, it's not going to be live. It's live for me. How exciting. Hope I don't F this up. I came into town yesterday for a job interview. I know y'all feel me, just like when you're feeling good about something, you've got a lot of hope in it, and then something it doesn't work out, you don't feel right. It's just like, oh, like spirit kind of whapping you over the face like, this isn't it, this isn't it. And when you've got a lot of people, that are counting on you to figure something out, and, we've all been there, but it made me violently angry. So I woke up this morning and just kind of danced. It's a giant hotel room. Look at that, huge. So I just turned on some music and danced it out for a little bit, and I'm feeling a lot better. But the whole purpose of this morning was to do a pick a card, because it actually gives me purpose. It actually makes me feel like, oh, you're doing something with your life that matters, rather than scooping gelato in a suit. So it's fine. Just the tip of the iceberg. So yeah, so we're gonna do a pick a card. Okay, yesterday's over. Today's a new day. Changing that energy, and I'm really excited. We're going to do life's purpose. What is your life's purpose? And we're going to do this because it was voted on last year and I didn't get around to it. So I hope you don't mind the setup. It's going to be a little weird. Obviously I don't have my regular setup, not that that was great anyway, but we're just going to kind of see what comes out today, and hopefully it helps somebody, especially at the start of the new year. Life purpose, like, let's get in alignment with that for the rest of the year. And yeah, enough rambling. Let's get to it. Hey, Pile One, if you chose this regular Brazil coffee from Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, this is your reading. Excellent choice, by the way. So we're going to start with 6 oracle cards, and then I will get some additional cards for extra info. So this is your reading for life purpose for Pile 1. Hey. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Let's help me channel this message. For Pile 1. Okay. Here we go. Okay. It's so nice when they just come out like that, because when they don't, it's like, oh, sweet. Excuse me. 3 cards for Pile 1. Oh, that's too many. Spirit, just a couple more, please. Okay, they want to give you 4, regardless. It's just what's happening. Okay. Okay, you guys. So for Pile 1, hi. This is weird. This is unusual. I can see myself. I don't need to be distracted by me. I also feel like I'm in a boardroom. Okay. So what I'm getting for you, Pile 1, is there's something. Here's the thing. You guys have been through a lot, and there is definitely something about self-worth here, self-esteem. And you've had to learn, almost like an onion, like you've had to peel layers off of yourself to work on your self-confidence, to work on your self-esteem over the years. Maybe in childhood, I feel like there's some childhood stuff there, inner child, where we haven't been supported or heard or seen or something like that, that has caused us to not be confident in our later years. And I feel like this is a pile that is either working through that or that knows that. And as you work through that, as you peel those layers off, this is all a part of your purpose. Because you are meant to guide people. You have been through every single experience that you've ever had to be able to guide people later on. And to be able to look back and be like, this is how I learned my own confidence and self-worth. Now you can too. In 10 easy steps. And I feel like this might be a pile that's kind of going through it right now, or kind of really like kind of learning, like almost like the last layer, kind of like peeling back. You know, it's like you've been learning, and like you're about to propel into like something really beautiful and powerful. And I feel like there's been like a lot of hesitation for you at the start of your life. You know, maybe just like mean kids in grade school, or, you know, things that have held you back in some way, that have made you feel like you can't shine. And through some really dark nights of the soul, and through retreating, and through solitude, withdrawal, sometimes in good ways, sometimes in bad ways. I feel like this is a group that probably has struggled with depression, maybe some addiction. Take that, how that resonates, because addiction can be different things for different people. But that this is a pile that has had to really go within, take a deep dive. And I feel like for probably many years, there was just like loneliness, kind of a darkness. But now you're learning how to do that in a way that is not about loneliness, it's about solitude. I wish I could remember the quote, but it's like, I don't know, like loneliness is one thing, but solitude is another, is saying I'm alone in the best of sense. And you're learning how valuable that solitude is to you now, and how much you get out of that, how much you learn from it. And it's almost like you're okay to be on your own 2 feet. You're okay to exist alone. Like all of that was done for you, not to you. So you could get to a place of like, I'm in the dead of winter. I'm in these forest woods. I'm completely alone, but I'm okay and resolute in who I am. And you're like transforming into this like god or goddess of a person that is going to help lead others through those experiences. So what I really want to say is, don't take that for spirit being down on you, or like you're doing it wrong, or you're, you know, bad. It's all been divinely guided. This is a part of your journey. This is a part of your purpose, and they're bringing you to your purpose. And for some of you, you know, you may have gone for things and had them not work out, and it's like, oh my God, like what is wrong with me? What about, you know? But it's all part of the plan. It was all part to like build this confidence so that we don't hesitate, so that we don't darken our shine, to get to a place where we can guide others, and we can be renewed, and we can transform ourselves, and then help others along with our own personal story. We've got willpower here, confidence, good luck, empowerment. So we've got willpower and confidence. And then on the bottom of the deck here, we have talent. So I feel like this is a pile, very creative, has a lot of talents. And I feel like for many years you have kept those talents to yourself. You know, we've got she who hesitates. We've kept those talents to ourselves because we just didn't feel worthy, or we felt like we were going to be knocked down or made fun of or whatever. We weren't supported by our families. And so I feel like part of our journey is to step into the solar plexus chakra energy, willpower, confidence, determination. You also have empowerment here. Okay. This is all part of your purpose and your journey. And then this little guy snuck in, good luck. Okay. So for me, Cats represent change, transformation, adaptability, being able to land on their feet. They also represent assholes. Sorry, just my cats. I love them so much though. Wisdom, intuition, those little fuckers. I swear they're all aliens. So I feel like we are transforming into this guide, into this person, and I feel like there's good luck ahead, okay? This wasn't, it was karma for the sake of learning lessons, but it wasn't like karma because you're bad. It's all being done for you. And now I feel like this is kind of like a karma card for me. Like there's good luck coming. Stars are about to line for you. Don't feel like the past is like, that's kind of the guidance almost here, is to understand that the past isn't, it's not the same record. It's not, going to just keep repeating and repeating and repeating like Groundhog Day. That, in fact, the tables are turning now. Just kidding. Oh my God. Sorry, Amanda. It's just who I am. I'm just a weirdo. That the tables are turning for you in a way that is positive, in a way that is like, it's your time. Okay, because you've done all the work to get yourself out of this darkness into this retreat, which for a long time was isolation and depression, but is now a sense of solitude in our own strength. And we're coming into this gorgeous goddess, Maputla, energy of being this guide and transforming and really believing in our talents and not being afraid to put our talents out there. So I love that. You guys should be really proud. You're very special people. You're very, very, very gifted. Very, very gifted. Let's get some tarot and see what else comes out. From my pile ones, Spirit. One more. Ooh. Or three. They say it like they want to do it. How do these come out? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So right now there's a lot of stress and worry. Okay, I've got 9 of Swords energy, and it was just 11-11 right there. Okay. So I feel like Spirit's very highly saying, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to the energy that you put out, because your thoughts create your reality. They truly, truly do. And right now is such a potent good luck time. It's such a potent time for manifestation with Spirit, co-creating this new life, this new journey, because you've already done all the work. You're coming out on the other side of it. Good luck is coming, okay? But we're really stressed. We're really worried about it. And I feel like that's all the past. Okay, I feel like that's a lot of past worry. That didn't work out for me. That relationship didn't work out for me. That business didn't work out for me. Like, it's not going to work out again. And Spirit's like, we got to let go of that narrative, okay? As we step into this new sense of purpose, which is to be a guide and a leader. There's good stuff ahead, you guys. What they're asking is to instead trust them. I know how hard that is. Trust them. Wake up. If you feel like you wake up in a funk, like today, I just danced it out. Okay. Like, I do not have any part of my life figured out. I'm so sick of stagnation, like a million things. But I know I have to shift that energy, because I have to transform it. I have to transmute it from taking it from negative, that violently angry attitude into, something beautiful and like, wow, everything radically changes today. Anything could happen. I could win the lottery. I could meet somebody. I could, like whatever. Like maybe when I leave at 1 p.m., it was a late checkup for a reason, like who knows? I know Bradley Cooper's staying in Daniel Island, South Carolina. But to come at it, like just put on a song that puts you in a good mood, watch a show, like don't, listen to anything that makes you feel icky, anything that makes you feel really good, that makes you kind of get in alignment with a life that you like. I watched Emily in Paris. I think it's a horrible show, but it's like Paris. So like sometimes I'll just put that on in the background just to kind of remind myself like, hey, we're going places. Seven of Coins. Okay. So in the spiritual purpose, spirit, like I feel like you know what you want to do. And if you don't, it's okay. What they're asking you to do is just to get in alignment with the things that make you come alive, that what makes you feel passionate. They want you to keep working on it. Okay, that is all that they're asking you to do, is just keep going. Don't give up. In the past, things haven't worked out. It's not how it's happening anymore. Okay, so just don't give up. Try and keep that positive attitude. Okay, and keep working toward your goals and your dreams. Okay, do it with a lot of enthusiasm. We have King of Wands here, Indiana Jones. I mean, Indiana Jones is like the best. I feel like this is also talking about our sense of adventure, because it's Indiana. To believe that we get to have an adventurous life, to believe that we get to have everything that we've ever wanted, to be passionate, fiery, determined. Indy is also very adaptable. He's always like thinking on the fly. He's got that charisma. He's got that confidence. So to come at life with kind of that, I just want to say like smugness, but to deal with the hiccups in like a charming sort of way, charming, adaptable. Some guy's got a sword, I've got the gun, and to just celebrate your life. Three of Cups, have fun. Have fun. And I know some of you are probably yelling at the screen like, I don't have any money to have fun. You can have fun in lots of different ways. Lots of different ways. When I was broke and out of a new relationship in Chicago, I would go for walks like all along the Gold Coast in Chicago. And I would go and buy myself one little chocolate from Leonidas right in downtown. And that was like, I would take myself on a date. And I would, go for a walk, and I would just people watch, and I would just dream, and I would buy that one little chocolate, and I adored that one little chocolate. It was like such a big deal. And I was so grateful for it. And it brought me jobs. It brought me, like just so many things, like a beautiful, fun life in Chicago. And it's not to say that it all was perfect, because it wasn't, but just like, I feel like we're in this time of just like such a deep need to believe. Okay. This life purpose is coming. Okay. Like it's here. You're doing it. Like you just need to keep doing the work toward what your dream is. And your dream isn't being spelled out aside from that you're just being guided to guide people, that this is going somewhere. With this, keep going. I feel like you've already been doing something. So whatever it is that you're doing, like keep going. And to do it from a sense of like positivity, wonder, fun, anything can happen in a moment. To have fun, to like go out with your friends, go for a walk. When I was broke in Los Angeles, we'd all meet at the park and just bring like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and we'd do like improv together and whatever. And it was so fun. It was like one of the best times of my life. So there's lots of ways to make fun. It isn't always about money. Cook a good, healthy meal for yourself, and just ground and kind of put on, if you make tacos, put on some, Mexican music, or, to like find ways to make your life rich and beautiful, even when you don't have much. And just keep going, be passionate. Because what is coming here, you guys, is a very generous world. We've got nine of Pentacles here. Angelina Jolie and Tomb Raider. I've never seen it, so I can't speak to that. But she's in little shorts. This is a very, very, very strong person. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, is super grounded, super independent. She can make her own money, and it doesn't have to be male or female. Like, it's just an energy, okay? But this is a person that can make their own money, is super grounded, has a luxurious lifestyle, is very practical, career-minded, has a beautiful home. It's very like Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. It's very like earthy, grounded, practical, but possible, luxurious, abundance, that possibility. This is a woman who knows how to, raise kids and still, own a business kind of deal. Followed by the World card and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So, it's interesting. I read it as the Six of Pentacles. I'll get clarification on that. Oh, okay. I already got it. Okay. So Spirit's like, the world is going to be handed to you. Okay. The world is going to be handed to you. You have every opportunity under the sun coming. For expansion, for growth, for travel. Okay. For this adventurous Indiana Jones, whatever you want to make it. Okay. But this is a card, five of coins is a card of being left out in the cold. It's feeling like, it's like poverty consciousness. It's a mindset where, martyrdom, victimhood, kind of feeling like the rug's been pulled out from under us. We don't have any help. We don't have any support. And so I feel like Spirit is really saying here, your attitude, like we create what we are. So your attitude is everything right now. How you show up in the world right now is everything. So it's interesting. Like they're not giving me a whole lot of like, do, even though like we've got talent here. I mean, clearly they want you to use your talents. They want you to use confidence, willpower, empowerment, like empowering of yourself. But it's not like you should be a CEO of llama snacks. I don't know. They're giving you guidance for this purpose. I feel like to an extent, you know what that purpose is. And they want you to be grateful for what you have now, for sure. Like that one little chocolate, it was just one chocolate. Okay, there were no roses. It wasn't a box of chocolates. Bradley Cooper wasn't attached to it. I didn't get to take myself out to dinner first. Like there's a million reasons to be like, this sucks. I took me out to a chocolate. But instead it was like, this magical chocolate. Hello, mon chéri. And to kind of just like flip the switch of the expectations that you have in life, but being grateful, so grateful, heart overflowing grateful for everything that you have right now. Do you have doorknobs? Do you have a working toilet? Do you have a working shower? Do you, can you drink clean water somewhere? So that is the guidance being given you. I'm just going to kind of shove those. What else do I want to do here? I'm going to quick get a little bit more information and then we will get some guidance. I also think it's really, really important to make sure that you're taking time out for yourself, that you are really taking time for solitude and introspection, like a lot of it. As much as Spirit wants you out having fun, you have to, in order to manifest, like you have to be at a place where you feel grounded and really good about yourself. In order to move forward on this journey, going within meditation, journaling, whatever it is that gets you in a place of inner peace is going to be so important, because that's where the downloads are going to come from, especially if you're incredibly creative and talented. Oh, you got 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Your connection with Spirit needs to be the most important thing right now. I feel like when we're in a stressed out place and when we are passionate about something, especially if this happens to be like a workhorse pile, that we have a tendency to want to fix it through production. Like, I'm going to produce. I'm going to do all these talents. I'm going to do this and this and this, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to da. And it's it can't, like, we want to work smarter, not harder. And the way to do that is through deep introspection, is through, with spirit, taking that time to know what the next step is. It doesn't need to be a race. The more you produce is not how successful you will be. Sorry. That's a lesson for me too. The more you produce is not how successful you'll be. It is how in alignment you are throughout this whole journey. You've been through what you've been through, and you've created wisdom. Okay, you have a lot of knowledge. Is it going to be knowledge, or is it going to be wisdom? Knowledge is just something, book smart. Wisdom is something that can change lives. And with this 22 here, and this is like a number of building. I want to say it's like a visionary number. Okay, the purpose that you have, I don't feel like is small. I feel like there's a lot of potential here to potentially affect the world. Also, being in co-creation with spirit keeps our emotions in check. I feel like because of what we've been through in the past, when we get emotional, when we get anxious specifically, we tend to go back into that hesitation, that smallness, that I just kind of want to hide from the world and escape and not do anything. I want to not feel my emotions. I want to stuff my emotions. And that isn't always the best thing for us, because I think for some of us, it brings us into some addiction. It keeps us stuck and stagnant. So that co-creation with spirit, that meditation, that peacefulness, that calmness, that is going to help us balance out our emotions. And then we've got memory here. Let me get clarification on that. I mean, what I feel like is almost like a remember who you used to be, remember who you wanted to be, remember your inner child, remember your deepest desires. To be nostalgic about the good things in your past, not necessarily always the bad things in your past. Spirit, can I get clarity on memory? Can I get clarity on memory? What is memory here? Oh, okay. 10 of Wands came out. So our memories are burdens. Okay, the things that have happened in the past, we treat as a burden. It's too much. It is not something that we need to take with us. Yeah, when we've got 10 of Wands here and the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is a feeling, it's a self-imprisonment. And when we think about the past, when we think about things that have happened to us, when we think about all the things, it keeps us trapped, it keeps us stagnant. Okay, so make sure that our memories, that we also remember the good memories that we're not living in the past, basically, because it keeps us from our inspiration with this Page of Cups reversed. Okay, and it keeps our emotions stagnant. It keeps them, it keeps us, it creates a blockage. Okay, so we don't want to live in the past, we just want to live in the present. We want to trust our intuition. And then we've got strength, which is really like such a strong narrative. So this is a transitional time with this 10 here. 1 + 9 = 10. 10s represent the endings, the finality, the done and done. But 1 + 0 = 1, which represents our individuality, our self-empowerment, our empowerment, this confidence and sense of ourselves, being on our own 2 feet. Okay, so as we transition, it's going to require strength. That's okay. We've got it in spades. from all the stuff that we've done over the years. Okay, so that is kind of like some guidance here. Use your wisdom, not your knowledge. Step into a sense of wisdom. Be an Albus Dumbledore. Keep our emotions in check. Stay out of the past, and know that we absolutely have the strength. And I know sometimes it's annoying to have to be so strong. I get it, but you've been through all this stuff for a reason. You might as well utilize the activation that you got out of it, like a Nintendo game or something. It's like you achieved something, you got a reward. So, I mean, if you've got the strength, you might as well use it, right? Then we pulled, okay, Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Okay, nature, 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 nature. This comes out every time there's a guidance. Like, what's the guidance? It's always frogging nature. Be out someplace beautiful. This is a pile that either needs to be by water or mountains or, something like your location means something to you. Like you have to be someplace beautiful that resonates for you. But ultimately, just again, like that isolation, that self-reflection, taking that time out in nature is an incredibly healing. Just the fresh air of it all feels so good. Then we have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation. I think I just said activation, integration time. Okay. You are being activated right now into your purpose. This is the transition. Okay. This is the lightning bolt right here that is happening. So trust that it's all being done for you. I also feel like going within that meditation, you're just going to get downloads. You're going to open up to more abilities and gifts, more like real connection with the universe, with spirit. And then we have breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. What? We don't do that. We're perfect. Yes, us workaholics, tend to be like, okay, all right, it's like, I know like you just want me to connect with you, but like I've got this, like I've got 12 projects going on. Not my will, thy will. Okay. I feel like they have a better purpose, a bigger purpose than anything that you could ever dream. And that it's not about money. It's not about, for some of you, you might actually have financial concerns. So like you need to figure things out immediately. But ultimately I feel like they're like, we're here. like you won that part too. That's another thing that you won and all of that crap. Like you got to the princess and the princess was like, here's all my friends that can help you. And if we're not asking those, heavenly friends for help, we're doing ourselves such a disservice. Like you can phone a friend. Always phone the friend because the friend has a lot of wisdom and knowledge and amazing gifts to give you. So change that narrative to not me but you, not me but you, not like just be the vessel, and you'll see things line up really, really quickly for you. Okay, let's get some guidance and some blessings, and then that will be it. Okay, some guidance from my fellow ones. You guys, check me out. Gosh. I'm over on Instagram, Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot. I do weekly, daily-ish, weekly, I'm still figuring out, readings over there for the collective. I post some cool stuff. Feel free to join me over there. I am doing personal readings right now, so if you want a personal reading where this gets much more specific, feel free to reach out to me at the email below, and I would love to do that for you. Okay. Not surprised, not surprised. Okay. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. So we are being asked to slow it down, take care of ourselves, detoxify from, and I feel like a lot of this is the habitual mindset of the rug being pulled out from under us. It's just going to be like the past. We're stuck in the past. This is how it went in the past. And Spirit's like, nah, we gotcha. It's time to like really, in order to be fully illuminated to all of your glory, they really, really, really want you to take that time to pause, to go out, to adorn yourself, to feel good about who you are. When we're going, I don't know a person that is stressed and producing all the time that feels good about themselves, that manifests things really well. There has to be balance. And I feel like that need for balance and that detoxification really needs to happen. We've got full moon in Aquarius, be real. I'm actually going to read this one just to see. Be real. To see what exactly what that one means. Sometimes we pursue someone or something for all the wrong reasons. Okay. So we want to make sure that what we are pursuing is about spirit taking the wheel, about being a vessel, about being a channel rather than fame, glory, whatever that means for you, just financial stability even. Things don't line up for us as well when we kind of are doing it for selfish reasons. I know that there's a lot of, rich white guys out there that just seem to succeed and make money and make money and make money. And it's like, how come they can do it and I can't? But we're called to a higher purpose here. Like, you're being called to lead. You're being called to live by example, which is a lot of responsibility, which is why things need to be done super delicately and in alignment and very mindfully. Our ego gets involved, and before we know it, we're driving ourselves crazy by chasing something that may not even be right for us. This card reminds you that sometimes you need to back off a little, worry less, and trust more. Life is about fun and laughter, but you'll take all the fun out of it if you spend too long in your head rather than in your heart. You might win, but it might not be a great victory. Release. And that song, win, 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 no matter what. And my hands go up and they stay there and they stay there. So it's like a song about winning, like a win no matter the cost. So definitely check out that song. It's a fun song. But we don't want to be like those winner types. Like, we actually want to be the compassionate, loving, empathic people that can actually help elevate this world rather than just fill their pockets. Okay. Find a balance between being real and trying to please people all the time. Life goes in cycles, and that's okay. The more you can accept that, the easier this phase will be for you. So, then we've got full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Okay. You might be a Sagittarius, Taurus, Aquarius. Don't have to be. Full moon in Sag. At this point, your best bet is to be the bigger person in whatever situation is on your mind. If harsh words have been exchanged, this card comes with a gentle suggestion to diffuse the upset with some humor. The world is your oyster when you draw this card, but you need to find a balance between where you are and where you want to be. It may be that you need to do some more research before you move closer to whatever it is you want. When you're manifesting, the journey of discovery can be empowering as dreaming the big picture, as dreaming the big dream. When you're manifesting, the journey of discovery, that mindfulness, co-creating with spirit, can be as empowerment card, as dreaming the big dream. Find a balance between saying what needs to be said and saying too much. I heard it. One thing is for sure, having an open mind will serve you well now. Talk to people about your issues and get a view of the bigger picture. So I feel like that's a specific message for some of you, and you'll know what that is in your life, but there are probably situations, instances, like small things in your life going on, or maybe even they're big things, but because it's a general reading for everybody, it's going to be something different. So take that how it resonates, but it's kind of about like bringing kindness to the equation, finding that balance, forgiveness, while also setting boundaries. It's a fine line. I'm not going to lie. So let's get some blessings. Let's see. Hopefully that's helpful to you guys. And then on the bottom of the deck, actually real quick, we've got New Moon and Gemini, think it through. Let me see. I feel like that's actually just about being mindful as we progress. But New Moon and Gemini. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts. Think it through. Look for the signposts about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. Make a list of your goals. There's a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation, anything written, an upset you've had, or a relationship that feels blocked. Expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea, but this card also suggests you need to do some inner work and trust your intuition. So I feel like for some of us, it kind of connects with that, see the big picture. Okay, this is one of those things where you'll know how this resonates for you. But to see the bigger picture of the situation, go within to know like the steps to take. Like really take that time to be like, Spirit, like how do I fix this? How do I show up in my life in a way that feels good? Like how does the situation work itself out? And then to do so mindfully, to really think it through, know that it's going to be okay, but that balance is required when we don't know it all right now. and taking that time out for self-reflection will be a game changer. Okay, so final thing, we'll get some blessings. For my pile ones, what blessings are coming in regard to life purpose? What blessings are coming in? My pile ones. Blessings for my pile ones. Okay, so we've got delight. Okay, joy, delight, seeing the little things as big things. Okay, it's feeling excited about life, feeling happy, joyous, seeing the color of life, seeing the beauty like in the mundane. Just a sense of like light and excitement and anticipation. Beautiful. And then we got solitude. To see it as a gift. Like I don't know if you can see this card, okay? But I want to like live in that card. It's just, someone's out in their boat. It's beautiful. The moon and the clouds and the green and like the light is just, illuminated and everything is just so beautiful. And there's peace there. There's peace in solitude. And oftentimes I feel like we're like, oh, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for solitude. Like I don't want to go within. And we forget that solitude can just be peaceful and like we can actually enjoy it. It doesn't have to be work. Like whenever I think of solitude, I'm like, okay, I have to meditate and then I have to like journal and then I have to do all this work. When solitude can just be like in your favorite jammies, and just kind of like, yeah, I'm not doing anything right now. Oh, that feels good. You know what I mean? So that's a blessing coming in for you. Then we have purity. Okay. This beautiful idea of seeing like this fresh snowfall, seeing the newness of things, seeing with different eyes, knowing that the past is behind us. Like think of a snowfall. Like you can't, like once the snow falls, everything underneath is quiet. It doesn't matter. It's just the peace on the outside. And I feel like Spirit's just saying like we're releasing the past. It's just the beauty of the now and what's coming. Just watch the snowfall. This beautiful release of the past is the gift being given here. And then healing chaos. That looks fun. Let me read that one. Healing chaos. So it's like huge shakeups are happening in your life right now. Like this is a huge transition time, out with the old, in with the new. And it feels chaotic. It feels bumpy. It feels like what's next? What's the answer? This is stagnant energy. I don't know. But it's all being done as a healing process. I just want to hear what the actual card says. When you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing, do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. So like on one hand, you're being asked to go within, do the work, be mindful. And on the other hand, it's like go out with friends, have some fun. Like there has to be balance between the two. And that's a blessing coming in. So that is something that you're learning for sure on this journey. So you guys, and there's such transformation here. I mean, look at all those butterflies. Such transformation. Yeah, like I feel like a sense of this like loneliness, this stagnancy, this quietness, but kind of in a bittersweet, longing, wistful sort of way from this pile. But I want you to like, we've got to change that up because there isn't reason to feel that way. That time is over, and Spirit's really asking you to know that this is a time of activation and a time of excitement and a time for confidence and to just keep going with our dreams, but to do so in a mindful way. Okay, my pile ones? You guys, I hope this helped. If it did, please like it, please share it, and subscribe. So grateful for anybody that watches these, and I love, love, love to do it. So liking, writing comments, all that stuff, it just helps support me in the channel and helps the algorithm on YouTube. So thank you so much. Thank you for, I hope you don't mind the setup. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey, my pal twos, if you chose this equal sucralose, this is your reading all about your life's purpose. We're going to start with some oracle cards, and then we will get into more. So, life purpose. Spirit guides, ancestors, angels. Please help me channel this message for pile 2. Twos. That's too many. I'll take that one. I'll get one more here. Life purpose. Life purpose for my pile 2s. Life purpose for my pile 2s, please. It's too many. I got 2 more cards, please. For my pile 2s. I got 1 more. Interesting, pile 2. I'm going to do my best to read this as life purpose, but I don't feel... I don't know. Okay, so here's what I'm getting for you guys. I feel like this is my problem solvers. Almost to the point where you guys might be mediators. But here's where I feel like there might be a situation in your life that you're going through right now where you need mediation forgiveness, calmness. So I'm going to kind of read this in two ways as best I can. That's so hard with a general reading sometimes. Okay, so this energy that we've got here, this is a pile that we've got she who calms, stillness, purity, quiet, okay? And we've got she who forgives, remorse, guilt, forgiveness. Then we've got a Banalaka, she who battles, justice, fierce, commitment. And we've got Yelena, wisdom, clarity, resolution. So there is something about, and this kind of happened in the last pile too, where it was like guidance for what you're going through on your life purpose, rather than like, here's your life purpose, you should be an accountant. There's a need for stillness, purity, and quiet so that we know exactly what we want and how to move forward. There is absolutely a need for forgiveness for people in our life. That can be from the past, that can be from current relationships, that can be from situations that have happened at work. Releasing any guilt, releasing remorse, things that we've done, releasing an old version of ourselves, allowing ourselves to step into the freedom of newness, of a new beginning, of a version of ourselves that we love and we feel good about. And it takes a lot of calm and introspection and relinquishing control and stubbornness to do that. And then I feel like once we come to this version of ourselves where we know exactly what we want, it's like staying fiercely, badassly committed to that version of ourselves. And then from there, we get this wisdom, this clarity. She who knows. It's like an inner knowing. It's like following our intuition. We've got Empress energy here, the fertility card. Okay, I feel like this is the energy that we are stepping into. Okay, fertility card is all about, it's not just pregnancy, it can be, but it is all about our creativity, our being fertile with ideas, being like, this is a very idea oriented group. You could be therapists, you could be mediators, you could be in some kind of leadership position where you're problem solvers, where people come to you for wisdom a lot, and guidance. But I feel like for some of us, there's situations in our lives that almost mirror our purpose. Because here we've got, this Empress energy. Empress energy is, the four queens in one. She's just incredible, beautiful, maternal, nurturing, passionate, driven, gorgeous, smart, wealthy. She's got it all. Like the best card in the deck, if you ask me. Followed by this willpower, this reconciliation, and this well-being. So for some of you, I feel like again, with reconciliation, it's kind of like people coming together. You also might be someone that helps people find their own version of themselves, like coming back to a sense of themselves. You could be, a past life regressionist, or people that do inner children work or womb healing, or, you might be healers, therapists, lawyer, like divorce lawyers, and this willpower here, like there's something about, this justice, this fierce, this commitment. There's something really strongly here about your own inner strength, your own willpower, stepping into a sense of yourself where you know exactly who you are committed to yourself and your intuition. and really taking the time to take care of yourself, and knowing that your relationship with spirit is all that matters, and knowing that your own personal health, your mental well-being, the stability within you is the most important thing on your journey. This pile has a lot of wisdom, like double wisdom. You know, there's an owl here, we've got wisdom here. This is a pile that has a lot of wisdom, but we may be a pile that has not taken the time to really dive into that. Like taking the time outs needed to release a lot of the past, to release a lot of our hurts, the things that we've done, the things that others have done to us, to release that hurt, to actually do that work so that we can have that real sense of inner knowing and peace. And it's interesting because I feel like we want to be a pile that can help others and be that for other people, to be the one with all the answers, to be the one that people come to kind of, but we have to do the work to get there, because it is a pile of a lot of intuition and a lot of wisdom, but it's almost like we haven't done the work to tap it, if that makes sense. It's like, I want the syrup, but I haven't even tapped the tree. I just want the pancakes. And there's something here about the balance between what we know, like our earthly wisdom, and our intuition. What is illuminated and what is not, and kind of coming to terms with that balance. So let's get some tarot and see if we can get some more specific stuff here. Life purpose for my pile twos. It's really interesting. Like, these readings are kind of like what you need to do to live a life of purpose, like what you need to change within to live your purpose, as opposed to like really specific. You're like, here's where you are in your journey for your purpose. Okay, Spirit, can I get some more information for my pile twos? More information specific to their situation. For some of us, this might be reconciliation with a family member, with a relationship, especially with like the forgiveness here. That might be a part of your journey. That might be a part of your life purpose. Nurturing your ideas. Pile two. There's some stubbornness here, you guys. So first up, we've got the Emperor. Emperor is great energy. Emperor is, lovey-dovey with the Empress here, like they're besties in tarot. So you've got this Emperor energy, but you look at him. This is like, what, Al Pacino in Heat, maybe? He's just kind of sitting there smug. He's on his high horse. He's got his empire. He's just kind of like, no one can mess with him. I've got a gun. You have to listen to me. There is something about, in order to live your purpose, there is a need to let go of that narrative. This is, to me, is coming across as street knowledge rather than wisdom. And, I mean, we're all human. I don't want to beat anybody up. Okay. But you came here for a life purpose reading. So I'm just going to read what comes out. And so it feels like there's a sense of we want to create the security for ourselves, this foundation for ourselves. And I mean, we could have it, absolutely. But there's this spiritual awakening happening within us that we are not taking the time to really dive into in a real way. And it's affecting our money. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed, okay, which is like new opportunities in regard to money. And then we've got the Judgment card reversed. So this huge spiritual awakening, it's almost like we are so stuck to an idea about ourselves and who we want to be, rather than go through this process of awakening spiritually and opening our eyes to like new ideas about money. And then we've got 10 of Coins reversed. This is like legacy money. This is like looking back on your life, with your partner and kids and dogs, and you've got all this money, this legacy, everything that you've created. And we've got 9 of Cups reversed, which is about your wish fulfillment. It's emotional fulfillment. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune saying like, come on, Marty, get in the car. Like, this is your time. This is the time to do the thing. So for you to live a true life purpose, there's something here about taking the time out to really reflect on what it is that you want, who you want to be. This is a time to forgive yourself and forgive others, to let go of the past, to stop living out of guilt and remorse and old tapes and old stories about yourself. This is a time to be fiercely committed to your spiritual awakening, to a new version of yourself, like a complete just obliterating what you wanted, to step into the light, to step into something that is real, that is full of wisdom, that will bring you real fulfillment and a true legacy. Because this is a very powerful pile. I mean, you're not the emperor if you aren't powerful and ambitious and driven. But if it keeps us from our purpose, if it keeps us from emotional fulfillment, what's the point of all of that? Just to say you can sit on your high horse and lead other people and be like, you have to do what I say, and boom, It's interesting. I got this for the other pile too. That song, I want to win, 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 no matter what. And my hands go up and they stay there. Like a winning, the song for winners. And I feel like I don't always feel this way, but because of this lightning strike, because of the perfect timing, I feel like it's like, this is your time, this is your chance, this is your opportunity. Like, this is it. And if you miss this, okay, you don't go back in time, or you stay in the West, or whatever the hell this movie ended up being. But it's like, you've got one shot. This is it. I'm usually not so doomsday. Like, I'm usually, but it's coming across a little like tough love. Like, not even tough love. It's coming across like a little mob bossy, like Do you want to sleep with the fishes? Like, do you want more of the same? Do you want a life that is completely cold and hard and like dark and calloused and doesn't feel good? Or do you want like so much more than that? And they're like, this is your shot. Like, this is it. Like, there's no coming back from this, which I don't typically say, but I don't know. It's coming out a little intense today. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we've got Queen of Cups. Maternal, nurturing, deeply in touch with their emotions. Person that is emotionally fulfilled. Amelie. The movie Amelie might mean something to you. I haven't seen it in a million years, so I don't even remember really what it was about. But stepping into our divine feminine energy rather than just like a masculine dominating energy. Realizing that it's okay, like our emotions are okay. That's what's coming out, guys. What do I want to do next here? Let's get some more information for you. Sometimes they just want to talk about what they want to talk about, and I'm just the limo driver, so for my pile twos, start filming, yes. Okay, for my pile twos, can I get some more information, guidance, life purpose for my pile twos, life purpose for my pile twos. I'm almost getting like Tranquility just came out, and it just came out under the She Who Calms card. Okay, so you are meant to live a tranquil life. Like, I get a flash of Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs, he wasn't perfect. We all know. He was a visionary. He had great success. But he was also, the guy that would go out and meditate and took that time out to really tap into his intuition in some interesting ways. And so it's not that this pile isn't powerful. It's just, tapping into what we really want so that we can do something that emotionally fulfills us. And I feel like this pile is like, I'm going to get where I need to go on my own plan, and then I'll be whoever Spirit wants. Or I've got these plans, I know what's best for me, and Spirit's like you really don't. Like it just kind of feels like, I don't want to say like a very unaware pile, but like a pile that just won't, is just so stubborn and stuck to their sense of how things need to go that it's just going nowhere. It won't lead to anything real. And I mean, you could, have a fortune, like a small fortune and like a nice house or whatever. Or you could be like the Steve Jobs and be the visionary and be known for a lot of things, and I'm not trying to put Steve Jobs on a pedestal or anything like that, but he was a visionary. He was who he was. So we've got Tranquility, okay? I feel like that's just that deep introspection, like knowing that, like with the 7 here, it's like this intuitive tapping in, almost like you're a channel, almost like when you allow yourself that quiet, that stillness, that purity, you're able to get all of those intuitive ideas that are going to just crack you open and create your legacy, your emotional fulfillment. You've got Trust here, okay? When you're creating, it's like, do I trust the universe with my life or not? Because this is such a this is the path I'm doing. This is the goal. This is what it's like almost one of those kids that are like, in high school, no, not even high school, like 5th grade, like they sit down with their parents and like, okay, this is the trajectory we're on. We're going to go to this Ivy League school, and then I'm going to do this for 4 years, and then I'm going to intern here, and then I'm going to do this nonprofit so that I can build this huge empire, and like, so that, we're president at like 23 or whatever. And there's not a co-creation with spirit right now. You're completely in the car, you're driving. You might even be in a position of power right now, but there's such a huge disconnect. It's not what you thought. It isn't fulfilling. And then we've got positivity, remaining positive right now about your stability, about your security, being positive about that, like what your ideas. Okay, this is a very creative, talented, wise pile, and you can have anything. I feel like you're destined for greater things, for, to make a difference and impact in the world. But it requires like trust and positivity. It requires you to use your inspiration and your creativity in positive and mindful and bold ways. It's like tapping into your intuition and kind of like following your heart will lead to such sweet smelling, just like this, beautiful way of life that you never even knew existed. And then we've got wisdom here, right under the wisdom card. This came out in the last pile, this idea that, there's wisdom, there's knowledge, and then there's wisdom. I feel like this is a card that's very knowledgeable. You guys are smart, like there's no doubt about it. But do you have wisdom? And Spirit's asking you to tap into that by going within, by taking that time for introspection, by really listening to your intuition, tapping into creativity while co-creating with Spirit. We've got a 22 here, which is a visionary number. It's a master number. It's a builder. It means something. And then we've got communication. So you might be speakers, writers. Maybe this, like the whole like therapy and people coming back to themselves. Maybe you are someone that, does those things not in a one-on-one setting, but rather like through some kind of communication, like a lot of Mercury energy. Yeah, take that how that resonates for you. We also have a 2 here, which can be about partnerships, relationships, duality. You might be some kind of truth teller. And I feel like a lot of the stubbornness comes from a place of inner wounding through hurt, like this need to forgive. It's like self-protection. It's very like, it reminds me of like Cancer energy, like the crab, having this hard exterior, but this ooey gooey center. Like we're super ooey gooey on the inside, but that's why we have to have like that like masculine, don't F with me kind of energy. Because we just have to maintain it, or everyone will just give us a poke and know that we're full of shit. I have such compassion for this pile because I feel a really deep sense of hurt here. And it's like deep, deep down. It's a highly sensitive pile. But also a tough pile. It's like almost taking the stubbornness and transmuting it into fierce commitment of self, of true self, authentic self, integrated, intuitive, co-creating with spirit self, not this emperor self. taking all the pain of that and turning it into something really good that can help change the planet, not just be in it for ourselves. Okay, I'm going to get some more. Sorry. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. Just, I think it's hotel room air. Okay, for my pile 2 spirit. Life purpose for my pile 2s. Simmer down now. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I dished you out some harsh, some tough love. Do I want to take both of these? Yeah. Yes. Okay. You guys, I'm only saying this because I care. No, but seriously, we've got empathic starseed here, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, highly sensitive pile. Empaths are people that take on the emotions, the feelings of their surroundings, the people around them. You might be a group that kind of gets overwhelmed in big crowds. You might really like your alone time. You're a deeply spiritual pile. You're deeply feeling pile. And it's so important for you to know that and for you to trust that that's okay. And then we have deep cellular healing. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing, deep cellular healing, this forgiveness, this calm, this tranquility. Like there's such healing that needs to happen here for everything that's happened in your past and these situations that have come up that need and require forgiveness and things we feel guilty about. And because we feel things so deeply, it's like, I think there's a fear that if we open up just a little, it will all come out. And then who will we be? Will we just be like blobs? You know, can you function in regular society if you really crack that open? What will people think? And Spirit's just like begging you for it. Clearly, tough love. Because we've got these 2 amazing cards, we've got Child of the Cosmos and Called. Child of the Cosmos is the intelligence of the universe lies within you. That wisdom, you guys have got it. You've got such wisdom, such intuition. And they're like, don't you know who you are? You think you're this. You think you're this dude. And they're like, you're a fucking child of the cosmos. You're like, you're way beyond that. You're way above that. You're in the solar systems. You are so much more than earthly wealth, you know? Called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Okay, this judgment card. This is a spiritual awakening. Okay, it is time to step into what your calling is. And I don't know where the fear is coming from. Let's find out. What is this fear? Spirit guides and angels. What is the fear? Why do we not want to step out of this Emperor energy? Why don't we want to step out of this Emperor energy? Why do we want to step out of this Emperor? You are a fucking stubborn pile. Wow. Why do we not want to step out of this Emperor energy? Okay. Any other reasons? to step out of this Emperor energy? Okay, so the first cards that came out, I said you're stubborn because you've got the fucking Emperor again. Okay, we've got the Lovers reversed. This came out first, actually. That was like that. Lovers reversed. Emperor card, Ten of Swords. Take this how this resonates. I don't feel like it's going to resonate for everybody, but it's like there's some ending here, like the Lovers reversed, and we've got reconciliation here. Like I was getting like some kind of relationship, something. And honestly, like there's going to be a lot of love coming into these readings because it's a 6 year. 2022. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. What is 6? 6 represents healing, love, community service. It's a very loving energy. So I expect this year that there's going to be a lot of closure with kindness, reconciliation, new beginnings in love. Just, you know, but it is what we make of it. It is what we bring to it. Okay. Spirit just doesn't just dump stuff. You know, we still have free will. So for some of you, take this how this resonates, you guys. But I feel like there's a situation where there are endings in our life or endings that need to happen. And with the Lovers reversed, I feel like there's a need to come across as this Emperor energy because of a relationship. So 2 things. One, I feel like, again, take how it resonates for some of you. 2 things. I feel like 1, we have gotten out of a relationship that sucked balls and we want to look good doing it. It's like, I don't want this person to know how much they've affected me. The second thing is, or you've got something to prove with someone that's hurt you in the past. The second thing is I feel like we need to be this person to create the soulmate relationship. Again, may not resonate for everybody, but, and then we've got, and what did I ask? I asked why we're afraid to let go of that Emperor energy. We've got 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords reversed, and 3 of Swords. I think we feel like we can repair the past because the 7 of Swords is can be like cheating. It can be a false mask that we're wearing. It can be some deception, either with ourselves or with others. So I feel like maybe we've done some things, especially with this forgiveness, done some things in the past that we're not crazy proud about, or it's like, I feel like in regard to this, like we want to create this 10 of, so we've got 10 of Pentacles. Right now, 10 of Pentacles is reversed. Okay. This is what we want. We want 10 of Pentacles, that legacy money, that beautiful life where we're sitting, you know, with our gray hair and, you know, children and, you know, all of that. We're looking back on the past and we're like, oh my gosh, like I've created this whole legacy. That's what we want. But there's something about like making amends. And I feel like in order for you to feel like you need to make amends, it's almost like you have to be this person. Like I can't just show up with the truth. Like I have to show up bigger than big so that this person will forgive me or something like that. Take it how it resonates. But there's something. And the Lovers also can represent a choice. Okay, it's a 2. You know, 2, like, it's a card of choice as well. So let me look at it from that way. 10 of Swords and ending the Emperor. Well, I mean, I feel like that Spirit just saying, like, you have a choice right now. Okay, it is your choice. Like, this is it. You know, time's up. Like, let me quick. And oh my gosh, so on the back of the deck, we've got 2 of Wands. 2s also represent choice. Spirit, what do they need to do to reconcile? Because we got the reconciliation card. What do we need to do to reconcile? There isn't any action being taken. We are not building on, we're so stuck in our mental energy. We're so stuck in our worry and our fear and anxiety. So stuck. We're being given an opportunity and we're like, I've got to think about this some more. I think there's such fear of rejection, such fear that this is an imitation relationship. Like, is this really a soulmate? Like, I've been here before, this hurts. What will help the situation? Communication. 8 of Wands can represent travel, but it represents communication, swift, things happening very quickly. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got Queen of Cups energy, which is about getting in touch with our feelings, our emotions, maternal, nurturing ourselves, you know, being emotionally mature and being able to feel our feelings. So take that how that resonates. I don't feel like that's going to resonate for everybody, but okay, so let's quick get some guidance and then we will get some blessings and that will be it. What does this have to do with life purpose? I feel like this is such a significant part of your journey. There's a lot of major arcana that's come out. The Emperor, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is your time, this is your moment to step into a version of yourselves that is going to change everything. But we have to get out of the stubbornness. We've got to get out of the mental worry. That's too many, guys. Can I just get 2 or 3, please? It's like, almost like you're not allowed to know the extent of your purpose until you figure this, until you step into this version of yourself. And or maybe you already know what that is. Maybe you can kind of see it. Maybe you kind of feel it when you're like deep down in your crab energy. Maybe you can kind of feel like, I'm feeling things. Like, allow yourselves to feel it so that you can move in the right trajectory. Okay. Yeah. So we've got Gemini energy here, Libra energy, Aquarius energy, and more Libra energy. Libra, balance, balance, balance. Libras always want balance, but you can imagine trying to find that balance. It's such a challenge. Like, they're very fair and just people, but it's also like, well, this side, but this side, but this side. You know, it's like constant back and forth, that 9 of Swords energy of just like up at night, like, I just need to find the answer. Speak your world into being. There's definitely, like, this so reminds me of, for some of you, there's something about a relationship in your life, friend, family, love. I hate to say twin flame energy. I feel like twin flames cannot get out of my readings right now. It's kind of annoying. Speak your world into being. Let's read this one. First quarter moon in Gemini. Think about what you want. Do you really believe you can create it? Do you believe you have what it takes, or do you secretly doubt yourself? Worse, are you quietly preparing for failure? Say it ain't so. Here's the thing, you can't fool the universe. Repeated affirmations that you don't believe are a waste of time. Believe in your magic. If someone has spoken or written unkind words to you, counter them with kind words to yourself. Try it. Speak your world into being. Talk about it as though it's already happening. Here you're being asked to feel your way through a situation that's partly sacred and partly mundane. Be compassionate and clever. Ask your soul to speak to you. Listen to your heart and not your mind. Write lists of your goals. Thank you for helping me to raise my thoughts and sow my vibration. So part of this is about self-worth, as I think I mentioned before. Believing that you're worthy of things. Any work that, any internal work that you do, writing of affirmations, scripting, meditation, doing it from a place that feels real and authentic, not just homework to get it done. Believe in your magic, believe in the excitement of, everything radically changes today. Like walking around, just being like, oh my gosh, anything could happen. Like I can meet somebody in the hallway that offers me a job. I could, like whatever. And, with this forgiveness, if someone has spoken or written unkind words to you, counter them with kind words to yourself. The things that people say to us affect us so deeply. The things that people do affect us so deeply. And it's like as soon as we hear that within ourselves, Mandy, you're worthless, or Mandy, you're not worthy of love, or Mandy, like whatever it is, just immediately flipping that switch to like, you're beautiful. You have such a compassionate heart. I don't know, whatever that is for you. Like as soon as you feel the incoming arrow, it's a quick take it out, put the Band-Aid on, and speak into the world the real truth, which is that you're wonderful and compassionate and deeply feeling and sensitive. And that it's human to make mistakes and to need forgiveness and to be forgiving, to forgive others, to see their humanness. And to talk about all of these manifestations as if they're already happening. Then we've got make time for self-love. Again, that introspection, that tranquility, that going within, making the time for self-care, taking some salt baths, going and talking to the moon, making yourself a really healthy meal, listening to music that feels good, making a vision board, treating your skin well, and working out, like anything that makes you feel really, really good. Take time for that right now. And then first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. And I think we got trust twice as well. So I feel like this is a pile that has had really difficult. I feel like this is a pile, I cannot speak. I feel like this is a pile that has had great difficulty trusting themselves because they haven't had anybody to trust. It's really hard to trust the universe because it's all on you. Like it's kind of like I gotta look out for number one because that's all that has my back. And I think you'd be surprised just how untrue that is. That when we live our lives, full of abundance and beauty and wisdom and intuition, the wonderful people that come into our lives that change everything. Trust the universe. First quarter moon in Aquarius. It's time to release your grip on a situation. Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true, but that's counterproductive. Live and let live a little. State your intention to the universe, then detach. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter your grip now, the more likely you are to lose out. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues to do with sex or money. Avoid trying too hard to influence someone else. If you feel stuck or you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people behave recklessly. When this card comes up, there's a risk that you're being too rigid in your thinking, words, or actions. Loosen up and you'll find it easier to overcome the challenges you're facing. So there's a lot in that. A lot in there. Take it how it resonates, you guys. I definitely feel relationship vibes here, just like from what's come out. So for some of you, you just might be in a position where you're really discovering your purpose because you're really discovering yourself for the first time. And it's like kind of shit or get off the pot time. Like, are we going to continue doing what we've always done? Or are we going to kind of step into this new version of ourselves to see what's possible and to kind of believe and to trust again, which is scary, which is so hard when our entire lives have been full of hurt. But when we trust the universe, you know, there are compassionate people out there. There are, sorry, I want to be called out to like dance too. She's dancing under the moon. That might be something like very healing for you. Live and let live a little. Share your intention to the universe, then detach. So like we have these dreams, and to trust that those are going to work out for us. The tighter the grip, I feel like this is a pile that really needs to control things, because the more you control, the more it's like you trust yourself to control it. You don't trust anyone else to control it, because again, it's like self-protection. And you gotta kind of just let it go. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues due to sex or money. I don't know. Take that how that resonates. Okay, you guys. So, where is the other pile? I think it's just this one left. Let's get some blessings in regard to your life purpose. I'm not going to be surprised if, like, solitude comes out. Our guidance is usually also the blessing. So annoying. Potential. Potential. I love that. Oh, look at that card. It's just gorgeous. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like a mountain, and it's like got this star and galaxy and clouds above it, and it's just like so, like the resoundingness of a giant ass mountain is your potential, which is hot. It's just so inspiring, you guys. It's like I don't want to keep saying Steve Jobs, because I don't know if Steve Jobs, you love him or he makes you cringe or he's just a dude, you know, like whatever. But it's kind of like you have so much potential. You have so much within you. Like just like that mountain is so big and powerful. And nature speaks to me that way, like the grandness of it all, the bigness of it all. And it's not about success, it's just about an intense, huge purpose, which to me is like really exciting. Okay, we've got purification. Spirit, can I get, ooh, okay. Taking risks, voyage, and purity. So blessings, potential. Let's just read them, because I feel like I beat this pile up pretty good. And these are blessings. So this card appears when you're ready to activate your potential. Yes, activation, the spiritual journey, this activation. Oh my gosh, we got the activation card, didn't we? Or was that the last pile? Crazy. Could be crazy. That was the last pile. Yeah, it's okay. Can't win them all. This is the time to activate those gifts that you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow. An inner wellspring of power is emerging. You have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions you're repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you are on the verge of a great expansion of energy and life force. You guys fucking dive into that shit. Because not everybody's spiritual transformations, like it might feel like a powder keg, but you know, once it's over, and you know, you'll be able to go about your life with this great purpose and all this stuff. But in the meantime, to not do it is going to like blow up in a way that is not fun. But ultimately, you know, I always like, this is a blessing. So you are going to figure it out. You are going to get there. And there's like no place to get, but yeah, just like let those emotions go and just allow this volcano of spiritual expansion to erupt, because Damn. Purification. It's difficult for new, vibrant energy to enter your life if it is clogged with old and outdated energy. Cleanse and purify your body and your physical space. This is a great time for a detox, clutter clearing, cleansing, and space clearing. Did we get the detox card, or was that also in the last pile? No, it doesn't matter. Release outdated energy to invite fresh, clear energy into your life. Eat lightly. Don't take things personally. Release resentment, guilt, and blame. Purify yourself, thought, word, and deed. Decluttering is a modern-day alchemy. If you don't love it or use it, let it go. This card can also represent abundance, as flowing water is a metaphor for prosperity, and summer is the time of expansion. So make time for self-love. Go with the flow. Release the guilt and the remorse. And these are all blessings. So these are things that are coming. This is a stamp on your current energy. So while you're stubborn as fuck, you are transforming. This is shifting. Don't be afraid to dive deep, because there are so many blessings coming. We've got taking risks, which is awesome, because in order to take risks, we have to be vulnerable. We have to step out in faith. We have to trust. So the stuck energy, this fear, this a little bit of stubbornness is going to go. Like, this is a blessing. So you're moving and shaking, bacon. When you draw this card, it is time to step beyond your normal everyday life. Take some risks, face your fears, do things in a new and even unorthodox way. You might have difficulty speaking right now, because I am. Listen more to your inner voice than to the voices and opinions of others. Rather than running from potential failure, embrace it. History has shown that those willing to face failure will often succeed in a massive way later. Voyage. This is always a travel card to me. This could potentially mean kids with that little whale flying. So cute. Such a cute card. Voyage. Travel. So there might be adventure out there if travel is something that interests you. Also with this, 10 of coins, this legacy, family might be in your future, something that you enjoy. That could be coming. Get ready, you're about to embark on a journey. It might be an inner sojourn, I never know how to say that, or an outer voyage to a distant land. It might be a project or idea that is coming to life, but most certainly you're an intrepid traveler sallying forth into the unknown. Where do you want to go? What have you always wanted to be? This is the time to make it happen. Get prepared. Have a clear vision of what you want to experience, but also be prepared for the unexpected. This is part of the exhilaration of being a traveler. Remember to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. Beautiful. And then real quick, we'll read purity, and that will be it. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. Look at that snowfall. Seeing things with different eyes. Look at those eyes. Those are crazy eyes. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can and will be shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Recurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Redemption, forgiveness, holy healing. Redemption, forgiveness, holy healing. You guys, these are beautiful blessings, and so many came out. I can feel the things that you've been through, and I just want to hug the hell out of this pile. Know that you can trust. Know that there's compassion to be had for yourself and others. Know that you deserve the world. Know that this is a brilliant pile that is worth so much more than such a limited. This is like such LA vibes to me. With the palm trees, like Real Housewives of Georgia, or whatever, LA, Orange County, just kind of living like a vapid lifestyle as opposed to something that's actually meaningful and powerful. Like, think of this card versus Real Housewives of Orange County. It's just like to actually be able to make a difference on the planet. to me is just, there's such power here, such power here. So, okay, pile 2, I think this was long enough. You guys, I hope this helped. I hope I didn't beat you up too hard, my little crabs. If this video resonated for you, please like it, please share it, please subscribe. Any comments, any likes, all that stuff, hit the little bell so you know when the next video comes out. Like, all that stuff helps the algorithm and helps get people to this channel, which I so very much appreciate. So if that's something you feel like doing, please do. And in the meantime, I will see you all in the next video. Okay? Love and light. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you chose the green tea, the Bigelow green tea, this is your reading. I apologize, I don't have it here. I didn't want to steal it from the hotel. I kind of ran out of time at the hotel, so I'm just back home to my usual setup. So we are going to go ahead and do this reading for life purpose. We're going to start with 6 oracle cards, and then we will get into some more. So Spirit, angels, ancestors, please help me channel this message for the pile 3s. What is their life purpose? If you guys don't want to watch me shuffle, please feel free to just fast forward through this part of it. I just like y'all to know that I'm not wheeling and dealing behind the scenes. Spirit for my pile 3s, what is their life purpose? Get one more, please. Interesting. It's almost like you're not supposed to know. Spirit, life purpose, pile 3. Thank y'all. It's interesting. I was kind of getting that energy from this card. Okay. It's really interesting with this life purpose reading. It's almost like we're getting like how we need to change, like based on our past and how we're evolving into something else, and kind of the road it takes to get there. And that it's not like life purpose, like you're creative, you're this, you're, you know, like it's just, it's been very storytelling almost, which is really interesting to me. Spirit for my pile 3s. How about one more? Too many. Okay, very interesting. Okay, sure that I've got this going. Yes, okay. Okay, you guys, so this this is kind of the energy that I'm getting from this pile. She who stands, Valencia, resolute, implacable, implaceable. I'm actually not sure what that word is. Determined. There's definitely a strength in this pile. And it's a strength because we've been through a lot in our past. And the things that we've been through in our past have kind of defined us in certain ways. Like I'm getting like a lot of like social justice from this pile, or like things that have happened that haven't been fair to you. We are transmuting that from hurt into something beautiful, wisdom, knowledge, service, like somehow helping others. And I think for a long time we've been living in trauma. And now we're coming to like a sense of ourselves. It's like making peace with that trauma and moving forward. There's definitely like a resoluteness, a strength, and like a couple messages here. Like one, there's like a need for our purpose to be about balancing the scales of this earth. Like we are going to help, like whether that's through truth telling or being a judge or a lawyer or social justice, or fighting for certain causes, or helping women, or just but you're here to help bring some balance. And also, if you're looking for balance in your life, if you're looking for some kind of justice, I feel like that's coming. For all you've been through, it's like the gift that you will see some kind of justice. And where you may have felt wounded, broken down, just broken, wounded, broken, like again and again, replaying that tape of I'm broken. There's part of our purpose is transforming into this knowing, ambitious, and confident person. A person that knows how to pick their battles and knows like the perfect timing. Like this is a pile that has a fierce like decisiveness within them, to know exactly when to strike, to know exactly the words to use. And then we've also got talent here, which usually for me like represents some kind of creativity. But I feel like your talents are more like, are actually quite different. I feel like they're how you speak, in your curious nature. Like they're not typical talents, I don't feel like this is a pile of singers. I mean, it could be, but I'm not getting like super creative. I'm getting like different kinds of talents, like leadership, or the ability to see two sides of the story, or the way you can like your patience. Like it's really interesting. Yeah, like when you start coming into a sense of yourself, like kind of finding this inner joy again, this transformation, transmuting from something negative into something positive, like you're just going to shine and blossom. Very strong pile. I feel like you've been through like a lot of major things in your life. I think we've got, like, usually the strength card is one woman and a lion. And I think we've got at least 3 lions here. like 3 big reasons in your life that maybe you needed to be strong for. But that may not even be the tip of the iceberg. Let's get more information from some tarot. There's like definitely like a fierce energy, like don't mess with me. But it's like a smart energy. Like this is a pile that is not afraid to weigh both sides of something and kind of like weigh the sides of a situation before they strike, before you make any decisions, or like you're very calculated pile. And that's a talent, that's a gift. Not everybody has that. Interesting. Okay, Spirit, can I get more information for my pile 3s, please? More information for my badass pile 3s. Can I get 3 more, please? Too many. Oh my gosh. Can I get 1 more? No, there's 3 here. None on the bottom. Oh my gosh, you got the strength card again. No big. Yeah, this is a pile that, you know, you don't get the strength card for a reason. You don't get strength because it's just a blessing given to you. It's because, you know, it's like patience, like that quote, God doesn't, don't ask God for patience because you'll be given opportunities to be tested for patience. I feel like you've been through a lot. Those are like the achievement unlocked that you've gotten little strength cards along the way. Oh, strength again. Oh, you got strength again. Like a Monopoly playing piece at McDonald's or something. Like you've just acquired so much strength by all of the games you've had to play, you know? So, the Lovers, so interesting. This is just interesting to me because so much love is going to be coming out this year. It's a 6-year, 2 plus 2022. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. And 6s represent love. They represent harmony, healing. So there's going to be like a lot of closure this year. There's going to be a lot of reconciliation. There's going to be a lot of communication, like coming back to like twin flames, like all of that kind of stuff. So don't be surprised if a lot of these readings end up having love in them. It doesn't, you know, doesn't mean everything's going to work out for everybody or, you know, whatever. But just that, you know, it's going to be a heavy love year. So what I'm getting here is by working, this 8 of Coins is like working towards something, this mastery. I feel like this is continual. This, you know, work is typically going to work and, you know, like saving your money and, you know, doing all the things and becoming a master at what you do. And I'm getting that definitely for your career, but I'm also getting that for like a personal transformation here. Like continue to work, continue to grow, continue to slowly piece away, you know, all that you've been through. Because you have been, continue to do that because you're transmuting into something else. And I feel like the burden of all of that trauma, the intensity of it all is going to fall away. The more effort that we put in. And in regard to career, this isn't about workaholism. Okay, it's just about becoming the master at what you do. Whatever that passion project is for you. Like what you put in is what you'll get out. But yeah, to definitely keep developing, keep digging deeper and deeper and becoming the master of yourself. And with the lovers here, the lovers can represent a soulmate. There might be, it can also represent a choice. And then we've got 7 of Cups here, which is all about choices as well. So I feel like you've got a lot of options. And I feel like you know that there are things in your life that you need to let die and fall away. And yeah, I'm getting a strong sense of that because this is Brokeback Mountain. And the quote that always comes to mind is, I don't know how to quit you. So I feel like there's somebody, I'm almost getting like a little bit of devil energy from this. Like something maybe we've been obsessed about and or just that we've experienced like brokenheartedness, like things that we're still not able to recover from, or that we are still, we're still mending. We're still like finding that sense of ourselves, And I feel like you have a lot of options, and this card, 7 of Cups, is a card about options, but also illusions. In traditional tarot, each cup has something in it. Some is gold, one is a snake, one is other stuff I don't remember, but like what you have options, like what is real for you, what resonates, what fills your heart. Who do you want to be? What do you want to choose? And then I feel like there's just stuff, anything residual, anything in the past is just to like take that corn whacker, whatever those are called, and just let things die that need to die. For a sense of our own stability and our own sense of self. And then we got the Strength card again. Like you guys, like you're a fucking strong pile, and I'm sorry. Like it's so hard to be like, you're so strong. And then, it's easy to resent people because it's like, I don't want to fucking be strong. Like stop saying I'm strong. Like I'm tired of my strength. I'm tired of being strong. But because of all that we've been through, and this is, what I have to tell myself is like, because of all that I've experienced, okay, it's like a Nintendo game. It's like along the way, you got through level 1, you got through level 2, you got through, and you've got all these strength cards, that you can play at any time. So you've got the gifts. Like you've got these blessings, you've got strength cards to use. Why not use them? So play your strength cards. When things get like really, really, really hard and it's just like, darkness and all you see is like black sky and aliens and whatever. Just remember like, oh right, I've earned those strength cards. I'm strong. I earned it. And I'm going to play my card right now. I'm going to get through this moment. It's pretty fucking brutal, but I'm Sigourney Weaver and she's like the ultimate badass. Well, maybe Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor. Okay, it's like 2 of my favorite strong women. I don't know. Then we got 6 of Cups reversed. So let's see what's under here. Yeah, there's a lot of choices to make, you guys. So 6 of Cups or 6 of Cups typically is like nostalgia for the past. It's childlike wonder, playfulness. It can be gifts from the universe. We've got that reversed. And so I feel like we're either a little bit stuck in the past. I feel like it's like that past trauma or the past wounding from like old relationships, old hurts, family members, whatever. Trauma could be like a million different things. But there's something that's, I feel like, is keeping us stuck in the past. And I feel like Spirit really, part of our purpose is to transmute this pain so that we can be on the other side of it and then live with purpose. It's not like, what is my purpose? You know, you're supposed to be an accountant. It's like, live your purpose. Because as all this continues to shed and fall away and die, you know, and be released, you're coming into this gorgeous sense of, you know, self. And you're going to love yourself so deeply and so beautifully. Knowing, ambition, confidence, okay? Maybe where you were wounded before through all of that trauma, you are coming into a place of confidence and a place of self-worth and just knowing like who you are for the first time. And it's a badass individual. She's gorgeous and a little scary. Patience, waiting, determination. Okay, you are not afraid to wait this out. You're not afraid to wait for your moment. It is calculated. It is like she who stands resolute, implacable. I wish I knew that word, implacable. I think it's implacable. Let me know in the comments, please, so I'm not an idiot. Thank you. Determined. So I feel like no matter what is decided here, it's like, I'm gonna fucking go for it. Really interesting energy. But yeah, you guys, you've all seen some things, I can tell you that. Okay, so let's see. I wrote down the list because I couldn't remember what was next. Let's get some more information with the Greenwich Oracle. Okay, Spirit, more information for my pile threes. More info for my pile threes. Transmuting all of that trauma and pain into something so fucking strong. Positivity. Passion. Love again. Divination. I'm feeling one more here, actually. You got one more for me? That one kind of popped out. Hope. And that's actually what I was kind of feeling with that positivity card. We got energy on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to move that guy. Okay, so what I'm getting here is... You see all that? Sort of. Okay, so we've got positivity here, and I feel like this is... The energy that I'm getting is positivity to, as we transmute this pain, to stay positive, to stay hopeful. Because it's intense and it can be really, really dark sometimes because things still happen to us. It's like, you know, healing is in waves. It comes apart like an onion or whatever the saying is. And I feel like... you know, to really maintain a sense of positivity and hope, because we are manifesting all the time, and we don't want to manifest any old past experiences. We want them to die and fall away. We want to manifest beautiful new experiences. And I love that we've got love right from the front and center, just like, boom, this is what we're manifesting. Love of self, and love of, you know, potentially a significant other. I'm also getting a sense there might be, I don't know, they drew me to this 3, so there might be like a third party situation at this point. I don't know what that's about, and good Lord knows, I don't necessarily want to get into all of that in a purpose reading, but, you know, for some of you, you know, I don't know how to quit you, kind of like quitting something that is still painful and stepping into something that is worth it. And then we've got passion here, which to me is just like being passionate about this positivity, this hope, about this new sense of self, about this transmutation, and divination, like following your intuition. Some of you, you know, part of your talents might be spirituality, might be tarot, might be, you know, all of those things. Energy healers. Maybe that's part of it. Like you've been through so much, now you're going to be healing others. But actually like hands-on, you know, maybe you're Reiki masters or... And then just a sense of like energy, just needing energy and this vitality. I feel like the more you shed, the more you release the old stuff, the more energy you're going to feel. I know personally, like my situation, it's like I know as soon as I move out of this house, I'm going to feel such a burden released, you know. This 10 of Wands is you know, represents burden. Just carrying too many fucking wands, you know. And when it's, you know, reversed, to me, that's like a release of all of that burden. And so there's certain things that as we let them die and fall away and know that we have the strength to do so, like such energy and vitality and like growth, fresh spring vegetable, you know, like just a sense of life and love is really gonna just transform you. There's a lot here too about following your intuition, listening to that whisper within ourselves. Really great to just sit and quiet, eyes closed, place your hand on your heart and just kind of breathe. You can ask questions, you know, to yourself, see what comes up, see what really resonates when others aren't involved. Just you and spirit, you know, having a little chat. Spirit, can I get some more, please? I'm going to pile through these. I'm going to pile threes. Pile threes. Life purpose. Can you tell me more about their life purpose? Really interesting. Like these cards have been really hard to shuffle for the most part. And so I'm just getting a sense of like, you're not really supposed to have all the answers to things you want clarity about right now. So trust the process. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. They want you to trust your intuition. Wow. Okay. Is there one more in here, Spirit? Maybe two. Yep. Okay, that's too many, but I will take this and this. Okay. Yes, I love when this card comes out. The calling card, called Soul Gifts and Training. I think we're trained, like we're also with this talent, we are being trained into talents that maybe we didn't know that we had, and I feel like a lot of these are highly intuitive. Soul Gifts and Training, it's time to step up. To kind of run through that door and like trust your intuition and kind of like dive into all these new unknown aspects of yourself. But the first card up, Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, look a little deeper. So there's a lot of untapped knowledge here, untapped sorry, I'm looking at these cards now. Untapped potential. And the more you take that deep dive, the more you trust your intuition, the more you sit in that silence and really reflect, the more is going to open up for you in just like a really wild way. Star family, you're a part of a team of souls. Call and support. I think that's just a reminder, like you're not alone. You have ancestors from all of your lifetimes. That's millions of ancestors. You have crossed over loved ones. You have your angels watching out for you. Pets on the other side. At any time, you know, that you are feeling lonely or you're feeling like this is too dark, it's too much, I'm done transmuting, thank you very much. remember that you have a support team. Take that time, hand on your heart, and just like, guys, this fucking sucks. I need some guidance here. And Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. I might read that one. I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So this is a really interesting card to me. Like, there's a lot of, like, remember the past, remember, like, the hidden part. Like, there's so here's the scoop. We sign up for the lives that we want to live on the other side. And not, you know, you don't have to believe this, but this is personally what I believe and what I feel like is happening here. On the other side, you signed up for a life that was really challenging, really hard, and it was to help grow you. Okay, like I believe in past lives. I believe that we, you know, continue to learn and grow through each lifetime. And I feel like this is a pile that signed up for a really hard life. But to kind of to transmute and to grow out of it and to become something on the other side. A lot of you, you know, maybe star seeds, if you believe in that kind of ideology, you know, have past lives with like a lot of ancient wisdom. And I feel like there's, you know, there's so much untapped intuition here, untapped wisdom, untapped potential, that they just want to remind you, like, part of your purpose is to tap into that. And you've gone through all of that to get you to a point where you're like, you're coming out on the other side of all of this, you know, no longer broken, like realizing the strength that you have and the resilience and like being able to just get through it and not have it break you anymore. And instead you're just like, you're just, you know, resolute in your resounding strength. And to know that it's a calling, to know that it's something special, it's something to treat as a priority. It is the thing. Our relationship with spirit is really the most important relationship that we can have. And there's something about remembering who you are. It's like, you know, when we think of the past, you know, we think of like the trauma, stuff in childhood, all that stuff. But this is like, remember like lifetimes ago, like you have lifetimes of wisdom within you that you're beginning to tap into. And it's lovely. It's beautiful. It's very cosmic. It's very ooey gooey star energy. And there's, you know, a request to stay grounded. So as you know, shed these things and kind of feel unstable and kind of feel like, what, you know, what is happening here? And to make sure that we're really taking the time to ground, to be like out in nature, to deep breathe. You know, to just feel that heavy sense of I am on the earth. I'm unshakable. Like I am here, I'm present in this moment. I am as strong as a rock. I am solid. I'm not going anywhere. I am grounded. And also, this says the fated life versus the destiny life, which is so important. And I just on Instagram posted a quote by Carl Jung that says something like, if we don't, something about our unconscious, what we do not bring attention to in our unconscious, in our unconsciousness, what we don't bring to light in our unconsciousness is what manifests as fate. So basically, like, if we're operating out of hurt and wounding and trauma, we are going to think that bad things always happen to us. We're going to think that, you know, because we're not putting any thought into it, we're just experiencing it, we're just surviving. And so it's like, you know, we're going to keep manifesting those things because we just like, that's the way life goes. You know, spirit hates my guts, and oh, here comes another thing, and oh, well, you know, that's my life, and, you know. But the thing is, that's not destiny. Our destiny is a choice. There's nothing fated here. We have free will. It's like all of that hurt and trauma, like bring that to consciousness, like bring that to the surface. Like remember all you've been through so that you can work through it. Don't just like keep sucking it back, stuffing it down. Because you'll just get a fated life that is more of the same, more pain. And instead, if we work through that, if we bring it to the surface, if we're like, holy crap, and like we begin to like open our eyes to all that we've been through, why those things have happened, do the shadow work, really understand who we are, why we are, who's in our life, who do we want in our life, what experiences have we had, what experiences do we want, jobs, careers, like the whole gamut. Then we realize like, holy crap, like I can create my life. I don't just have to wait for life to happen to me. So remember, this is a part of your soul plan. All of this was done for you, not to you. I'm always nervous to say that because I know that it can be such a, some of us are just really in it right now. And I'm, sending you so much love and light because it's all that you've been through isn't easy at all. And I want to honor that pain and honor the depth of it. But Spirit's like, also, we want you to remember, how beautiful you are. This crystal clear water, that you're a child of God. This is a part of a soul plan so that you can help others. So you can help come back to a sense of yourself and find yourself, like that little star right in the heart chakra there. So beautiful. Come back to a sense of playfulness, childlike wonder, purity. I have a bumper sticker that says, remember who you wanted to be. As little kids, like we're just sing and dance and do all the things, and we're not even doing it for fame, glory, money. It's just because we just love it. It's just so fun, and it's something to do. And then as we get older, we turn it into something else. So also remember who you wanted to be. What did you used to love to do? Might be time to revisit those things. Make sure I'm still filming. Okay. Let's move on. What cards are next? Okay, so let's get some guidance for you. So part of your purpose is to have gone through all of that because it's so transformed you into a strong, beautiful soul that is just going to, honestly, I don't know what you're going to do. Like, I feel like you're transforming into something beautiful that, that is so full of purpose, but it's almost like they want you, it's going to be something different for everybody, but they want you to understand that you've got it within you in spades because you've got all those strength cards like locked away, just ready to like play them. Spirit, what else for pile 3? First quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. Focus on the positive. Again, new moon in Sagittarius. Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra. I'm feeling one more in here. Go for it. New moon in Aries on the bottom. First quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. So assess the situation. I'm going to actually read that one. Whoops, dropped my book. Stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you've taken on too much. Now is the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy. Also, don't be too influenced by the crowd and what they are saying. Do you still want what you used to want, and as much? If so, are you really doing what needs to be done to make your dreams real? Express how you feel, but do it without too much self-criticism or criticism of others. Make an honest inventory about where you could do more to manifest your dreams. The energies at play here are a mix of flirtatious and shy, inquiring and hesitant. You need to work them in your favor.
This card asks you to be mentally flexible. Whatever challenges you face, your current situation is unlikely to be at a total impasse. Focus on the positive, because there's a lot that you don't know, a lot that is not illuminated yet. Keep your heart open. For some of you, this is about a relationship. And just in life, keep your heart open. It's so easy to be shut down when we don't see answers, when we don't have clarity. Beware of workaholism. Like, we want to work in our career, but we always, even if we get the Eight of Pentacles that says like work, become the master of what you do, we still want to have work-life balance. Like, balance is so important. And I don't mean like work hard to play hard, you know, when you're jumping out of planes and whatever. I mean, like, you know, every day should have a bit of work, a bit of play, and a bit of spirituality, you know, that, and, you know, some kind of healthy something, so that we stay in balance, so that when life gets crazy, we have a foundation to stand on and we're not just like juggling all the balls. Okay, we are learning also. So for some of you with this trauma, I definitely feel a sense of things happening in your childhood where people told you certain things about yourself. You know, maybe you had family that wasn't around. Maybe you had people in your life that told you horrible things. And it's been really hard and challenging to move past those things. So whatever has influenced you in the past, or even maybe just like crap friends, you know, vapid friends, don't worry about what the crowd is saying, okay? Because I feel like for a lot of you, you're transmuting from out of that old crap friendships into like real, true ones, people that actually care about you. Express how you feel, but do it without too much self-criticism or criticism of others. So feel all the feelings for sure, but make sure that we're showing up compassionately, honestly, fairly, you know, this justice card, making sure that the scales are balanced, weighing all the sides, being open to other opinions, being open to dialogue. Kind of being like adult about it than Jerry Springer. God, does anybody even remember Jerry Springer anymore? Make an honest inventory about what you could do to manifest your dreams. Yeah, and just like this, stay positive. Like, just remembering that hope, like remembering that you create your destiny. So you got to keep it positive. You got to stay like hopeful that things are going to turn around, or that, you know, all of this was done for a reason, and that, you know, things are going to happen, and, you know, things are going to work out, and that things will go in your favor. Because then it'll come about, you know, and then keep your heart open. Usually when trauma is involved, we stuff stuff down and we lock away, and our little inner children are like hiding in closets, and just like, you know, we really have to put up those walls to just not be obliterated. And Spirit's like, it's time to step out of the darkness. It's time to like be strong enough in ourselves to know that no one can say anything, nothing can happen, nothing can happen to you that you cannot be a strong tree. Like, I'm getting the tree pose in yoga, where it's like, you know, you stand there just like planted on the ground, and your arms are kind of out by your sides, and you can kind of like sway back and forth, but no matter what, like, you have that grounded sense of strength within yourself. You know, the wind blows, like, think of tree roots. The wind blows, but, you know, they ain't going nowhere. So keep your little beautiful pure hearts open, because so much love and so much, you know, it's like when we're cracked open, that's how the light can get in. And I just feel this pile just like beaming like the Grinch as you come out on the other side of this. Like, the more you step into that sense of self, it's just beautiful, beautiful energy. Like, gorgeous, sensitive, beautiful pile right here. The new moon in Aries, go for it. I feel like this is really a card of trust and faith. You know, it's like when things are illuminated and we've just got like a little sliver of light, to still just take that step, just go for it. Trust that as, you know, we move forward, there's always going to be enough light to see the next step ahead. We don't need to know how to get over the mountain. It's just the next step and the next step and the next step, but go for it. And then push through any insecurity was on the bottom. And again, I feel like that's just saying like a big F you to all of the trauma, all the people, all the things. I mean, not in an F you sort of way, because we really want to do it from a loving perspective and just like, you know what, I know why that happened to me. I know that person was doing the best that they could on their journey. I know that, you know, whatever, insert the thing here, and release it and let it go and begin to forgive and push through, forgive as best you can. You know, forgiveness is on every person's timeline and their own time, but pushing through these insecurities of what people have told us, what we've believed about ourselves for eons, generations, lifetimes, but especially in this lifetime, and pushing through those insecurities and really going for it. Ah, such a beautiful, tender little pile. You know, my pile threes, I just like want to nurture you for all that you've been through. It's really, you're just there's such biggest, beautiful, most sensitive hearts. It's like I can feel your inner children in this pile, just like so unassuming and so like open and fragile and delicate and curious and wonderful. So these are blessings coming in for you guys, and we've got going forward. It's like and protection, I think, is a beautiful card for you to come out. To know that you're divinely protected, like no matter what happens, there's just protection here. And I'm getting like these two lightning bolts for some of you. If you're worried about twin flame relationship, know that that's being divinely protected for you. Courage, relaxation. I want to see if there's one or two more. Yeah, exactly. Transformation. Oh, there's lots. Simplicity and standstill. Excuse me. So the gifts that you're being given, still filming, going forward, okay, it's almost like you don't have the choice of going for it. It's like it's going to happen regardless. Okay, you're going to have the strength to do that. So trust it. Oh, here's my baby. 1 second. Okay, you guys. So going forward, so this is a blessing. So this is something that's going to be happening for you. You know, you will have the strength to move forward, you know, to go through this path, the path not taken, into the sunlight. This path specifically for you. Lots of growth. This green and this yellow, heart chakra energy, solar plexus chakra energy. You know, just like clear eyes, full hearts can't lose. And this like willpower and determination and confidence and like a sense of ourselves. So beautiful. Oh, I love it. I just like, I can feel things better than I can explain them sometimes. And I just have such a beautiful, beautiful feeling for you all. And those protection, I think I already kind of talked about that, but courage, being more courageous than you ever have before. And just, you know, this is a blessing and a gift coming. You're going to be able to go for it, you know, that Aries energy. Because you're being gifted like such beautiful courage and relaxation. Yeah, again with that like work-life balance, you know, working toward that mastery or sense of selves, working toward, you know, our career, but also taking that time out to just peace out and relax. We've also got simplicity here. So I feel like between these two, it's kind of like a releasing and a letting go of all the crap that we thought that we wanted. You know, the mess of life, the junk of life. I have to keep up with all these people and I have to do all these things. And it's like, no, actually, I just get to like be in a hammock and read a book and like make my life very simple. These are the people in my circle. This is what I want to do. And outside of that, like, I don't need much else. So if anything feels completely overwhelming right now, it's kind of like a little bit hard to breathe. Anything that feels completely overwhelming and just like, you know, berating and things on you and people on you, just know that, you know, that simplicity is, it's such a gift that's coming. It's just keeping all very simple. Got standstill here. And this isn't like life is at a standstill. I have a feeling that it's about like, well, things are stagnant. It happened, then it didn't happen. That when we feel bogged in, to just kind of take a look at our surroundings, to know that it's okay, to like take a time out. I'm actually going to read that one though, and then of course transformation comes out. Beautiful yellow rose, just gorgeous, like voluptuous, like just so many layers, such depth, such beauty. You know, this blue throat chakra energy, this yellow, again, solar plexus chakra energy. I'm getting such vibes here of like heart chakra, solar plexus chakra. And I feel like with this blue here, like this sense of being able to speak our truth, being able to express ourselves, be who we are for the first time. Yeah, just, you know, communicate how we want to communicate, like in ways that are like peaceful and kind and compassionate, like kind of finding like a softer set, you know, like very divine feminine energy. And then we've got standstill. I just want to read that one. Sorry, I burned some sage and now I'm coughing like an idiot. Okay. If it feels that some areas of your life have slowed down or even come to a standstill, you are right. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step to becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. The soul loves the truth. In life, you can either say, there are no weeds, or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out. Notice what isn't working in your life and then take slow, steady steps to unblock the barriers. In nature, when one is being sucked into mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. Okay. All right, you guys, that is your reading, your purpose. And your purpose really involves a lot of evolution and transformation. It's really interesting how Spirit has kind of worked through these piles. It's like our purpose isn't like one thing, you know, oh, you're going to be a rock star. It's like, it's the journey of it. And you guys, I want you to feel hopeful. I want you to feel such hope, because I feel like a lot of the shit you've been through, it's not to say that bad things in your life won't happen, but I just feel like a lot of that time is over for you, and you're stepping into a sense of peace and clarity and just like a sense of self that is so beautiful and pure, you know, pure hearts. So yes, it's an honor to read for you guys. If this resonated, please like the video, please share it, please subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I'm so grateful. And in the meantime, I will see you guys next time. Bye, love and light. Hey, my pile fours, if you chose the Rainforest Coffee, the green packet, this is your reading for your life purpose. I apologize, I don't have the coffee. I was at the hotel and I ran out of time, so I'm doing this at home now. And I didn't want to pay for it. But we are going to do, today's reading is life purpose. What is our life purpose? And thus far, it hasn't been like, you're going to be an accountant. It's been more the journey of our purpose, which has been really fascinating. So yeah, let's get right into it, you guys. Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, please help me channel this message for pile number 4. That one really wants to go. One of my favorite cards. Okay. And my pile of fours. Okay. So funny, they wouldn't come out at all in the last pile, and now they're just like throwing it out there. Okay, you guys, so what I'm getting is in regard to our career, we're coming back to a sense of ourselves. Like with this reconciliation card here, I feel like we are becoming back to a sense of our inner child, like who we once were, remembering who we used to be, the reason why we did things. I feel like we are forgiving ourselves for our past mistakes. Like we've got a forgiveness card here. She who forgives, remorse, guilt, forgiveness. I feel like there's a lot of guilt, like things that we wanted to do in our life and ways that we let ourselves down. There's something about kind of coming back to the joie de vivre-ness of it all. Trusting. I feel like we have kind of gone through our life like, this is how it's going to happen. This is how I'm going to do it. This is my purpose. And I'm going to, and just kind of like going. Almost like in a really crazy productive sort of way. Like we've not taken the break. We've not like put the brakes on. We've not like, it's just like, go, pedal to the metal. And I'm going to fit this into my box. And this is how it's going to go. Like just kind of very controlling. And I feel like part of your purpose is to, because I don't feel like it necessarily led you anywhere that was emotionally fulfilling. You may have wanted to be like successful actress, just for the sake of something that I'm used to. Maybe you wanted to be a successful actress, and you was like, I'm going to take classes, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and I did all these shows, and I'm supposed to work with this person, and then, it kind of didn't either pan out, or just like things didn't work out in the way that you wanted, and like according to your plan. And I feel like a lot of that, like when those things didn't work out, we probably took to like some unhealthy things, like maybe some addictions, maybe some like overeating, too much drinking, too much partying, like just ways that we maybe have disappointed ourselves, or just like talking negatively about ourselves. Like, I'm terrible, I'm worthless. Like, why did this happen for me? Like, only if this happens for me will I feel really good about myself. And you guys, it doesn't have to be creative. You don't have to be an actress or any, But I feel like we've made a lot of turns that haven't led us where we wanted to go. But the part of your purpose is to come back to a sense of yourself, come back to a sense of that purity and that love, that unadulterated love of self. I mean, look. For some of you, this could be in some way about a relationship, but we'll see what other cards come out. But right now, I'm just getting like a strong sense of coming back to a sense of yourselves, of your joy, and trusting that Spirit is also going to co-create with you, that you don't have to control it all. You don't have to take the wheel. In fact, they'd rather you got in the back seat so they can drive, or you drive, you stay in the seat, and, they'll be in the back, giving directions. But just kind of trusting that things can change, trusting and hope. This is all part of the process that you're going through. This is a part of your life purpose. I think oftentimes we're like, life purpose is like, I'm supposed to be an accountant. And then it's like, okay, so we do all the accounting things. And we've got accounting, paintings on our wall. Like if you're into music, you always get like music notes for Christmas, or, just as an actress, like I've got like a million Oscar statues, So I feel like your life was supposed to take a trajectory and didn't. But part of your purpose is this evolution from this darkness, this stagnancy potentially, a loss of a sense of ourselves, into someone that is knowing, ambitious, and confident out of this pure love, out of this pure joy for what we do. And in order to get out of this, I love this card. This is Carly, She Who Frees. Liberation, unrestrained freedom. This is removing the shackles of any darkness, any anxiety, depression, letting it all go to become this knowing, ambitious, and confident, like radiating light. There's like a big shakeup that needs to happen here. Like that's part of your purpose, is to shake it up. Whatever didn't work out, you know, shake it off, shake it up. And kind of do the wild thing. You know, like there's a, kind of do the wild thing. There's a wild card in here. So this isn't the wild, but I'm getting that card out of this as well. It's like removing the shackles of an old version of ourselves. You know, anybody that has restrained us, restricted us. And I don't mean like, you know, real shackles, but I mean like, you know, people in our lives, our habitual mindsets, anything that has kept us small and dimmed our light. And, you know, it's not a fuck you to other people. It's just like a not anymore. It's like a stepping into our power, because we can say fuck you to people, you know, as you know, the day is long. But at the end of the day, we are the ones who determine how we take it. We have responsibility. We have to take responsibility for allowing things to happen. I just got divorced. Like, you know, it wasn't a terrible divorce or anything, so thank God for that. But, you know, getting myself into relationships that don't work out, and why that is. And it's like, I have to take responsibility for my part. I can't just be like, this person was horrible. You know, that's not fair. Because I have choice. I have free will. And so, like, where have you had choice and free will to walk away at any time? But instead, we've just felt chained and dark and small, and we've really beat ourselves up for it. So part of your purpose, guys, is to take what hasn't served us, and like part of your journey here, part of your purpose is to liberate yourself from all of that bullshit and step into a new version of yourself. Like, this is some scary ocean. This is like some tumultuous hurricane. And she's just like, whoops, you know, like the power that she has, like she's stronger than this crazy ass ocean. She has the ability to free herself, which is just beautiful. So that's initially what I'm getting for you guys, is kind of like such a forgiveness of selves, forgiveness of others that have hurt us, kept us small. Stepping into the sense of faith and trust with spirit, and coming back home to a sense of ourselves so that we can, you know, wildly live a passion-filled and emotionally fulfilling existence. Spirit, for my pile fours, can I get some more info with this tarot? Like the sloppiest tarot reader. I try, sort of. Okay, for my pile fours. For my pile fours. Can I get more information? Jeez. I feel like Spirit's like really just... It's like that energy of the ocean, just like wanting you guys to like make huge moves and huge change. It's like there's a lot of power behind this evolution for you. Spirit guides and angels. in here somewhere. Where'd it go? There it is. How would you like to receive this? And Temperance. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's a call to action here. Call to action. Hierophant. I get two more. And one more, Spirit, if you got it. Oh my gosh. Two more. Wow, this pile's a mess, man. 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. So initially, so what I'm getting, we've got the Six of Wands energy, which is beautiful energy. It's a card of recognition, fame, of, you know, coming back from the war and, you know, going through a parade. It's victory. Like, great card, fame, ambition, like, just, to me, it's like the card of fame. So ultimately, like, I feel like, and then we've got 10 of Wands, which is, you know, yeah, there are things that we wanted to pan out. We've probably had like some really exceptional gifts over the years, and things just haven't worked out the way that we wanted. And that need to be successful, to be defined by success, fame, glory, some kind of, and it doesn't have to be like fame or glory, but just like some, like, this is what success means to me, and not having gotten there. And it's been a burden on us, because once we get there, then our lives amount to something, and we can look ourselves in the mirror. And there's like a burden here that we have been carrying that we need to let go of. Because ultimately with this Temperance card, to me, it's just like a beautiful healing, balanced energy, to like an okayness within ourselves. To be like, I don't, you know, it's great to strive for things, but I'm okay in who I am for those things not working out. You know, to take it at a slow pace, to be patient, to live a life of moderation without such a need to control the outcome and to beat ourselves up, because holy cow, this is a pile that beats themselves up. And part of your purpose is to release this idea, this version of ourselves, and step into a beautiful, angelic, child of God energy. Your inner divinity. That's what I would say. Sometimes child of God, or like God references, can be triggering for people, but your inner divinity, and just being like, I'm allowed to exist on this planet. I love myself fully, wholly, and completely. I am patient with myself. I am kind. I have purpose beyond my idea of success. Because with this 10 of Cups here, this is like overall energy. You know, we've been pursuing things that aren't really emotionally fulfilling to us. 10 of Cups is a beautiful energy. It's, you know, it's a family looking at a rainbow in traditional tarot, and they're just like, ah, like it's so beautiful, and they're so happy, and there's a little home, and their kids are dancing. It's like ultimate emotional fulfillment, whatever that is for you. It doesn't have to be family, but if you've ever wanted a family. Okay, and we've got this reverse, so I just feel like whatever your idea of that ultimate happiness, like, it hasn't happened for you, and it's caused us to be a bit stuck. Yeah, I feel like we haven't taken the time out to, like, we've had a lot of options, but we haven't taken action on certain things because like we know what will help this progress. We know deep down, like we know, and it might not be like, you know, if you want to be an actress, like, oh, I need to like find an agent, I need to do all these things. It might just be like, oh, I want to be an actress, like I really need to eat healthy to keep my vitality up, or you know, like that kind of thing. To take really good care of my skin, or you know, to laugh a lot, you know, just to like keep that sense of joy when I don't book the job, you know, that sort of thing. Because yeah, there's something we haven't taken action on, and I feel like it's because we've lost our sense of power along the way. We've lost our personal power. Realizing that we have the power to change and to manifest. But I feel like we put a lot of expectations and things on other people. Like someone else can help me get there. And not to say that you haven't worked hard. That's not it at all. It's just like waiting for someone else to kind of do all those things for you. Like I'm going to just like not buy skincare because I can't afford it. You know, or like I'm going to eat too much and not take care of myself and hope that that changes. Let me see what the... what are these guys down here? We've got lots of Wands energy, which is fiery energy. It's passion, it's charisma, it's our spirituality. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, if you have any of that in your chart. Let me find out what the Hierophant is here. I don't know why, but the Hierophant always... Did I not bring that deck over? Oopsie. Hold on one second. But the Hierophant is like one card that always confuses me. It's like just hard for me to wrap my brain around. It's like chemistry or something. I don't know why. I'm getting a sense of like societal. It like represents like religious organizations, like upper learning, like institutions, spiritual wisdom, but I'm getting a sense for this of like societal norms and societal, like what society tells you about yourself. Spirit, why is the Hierophant here? Yeah, I feel like I feel like society's expectations has scared us in some way, or we haven't fit into the box of what society expects of our thing that we do. We haven't made the right connections. We haven't, you know, found the right tribe. We want to absolutely have these new breakthroughs in regard to our emotional fulfillment, like taking action on things toward that emotional fulfillment. But we're still stuck in a state of, this is what I have to do. You might also have people in your life that are like, this is what you have to do. You don't get to be this, you have to be this. So there's like a lot of like rules and things that like you believe you have to live by. And just choices, like stagnation at the end of the day. Complete and total stagnation. We're not moving forward. And it's affecting our money to not be in a place of personal value, to believe in ourselves. I feel like maybe this is a pile that has kind of lashed out at the world a little bit, you know, and it's all self-protection, you guys. I don't want to beat anybody up. You know, I have a lot of compassion, and I don't want anyone to think like, believe me, like I've been through all of this myself in various ways. So no preaching here, but I feel like it's a really important message. So that's why I'm kind of like, but there's stagnation here, and it's affecting your money. And I feel like this is a pile that maybe kind of lashing out at society or other people in our lives, or, making it other people's problems when you know what you could do to change these things and you're just adamantly kind of stubborn. And not even stubborn. I mean, for some of you it might be conscious, for some of you it might not be conscious. But the stagnation really seems to be an issue. Like we're not, like we've lost our passion. We've lost our passion. And Spirit really wants us to make the choice to come back to that sense of ourselves, find that glory, that light. And I don't mean glory and fame and riches. I mean like the glorious light of who we are. And then to begin to work and grow at it from a place of wholeness, like from a place of our hearts, not from a place of ego, or like the old version of success needs to go. Like, what is the new version of success? And this is part of your life's purpose, to kind of go through this experience of this transformation, learning how to take action, learning how to save ourselves, learning how to liberate ourselves from all these old ideas and belief systems, to do what emotionally fulfills us, not just what we're good at, like what will truly emotionally fulfill us. I know for me, I like to say it's like donuts, but I don't feel like it's about donuts. What will emotionally fulfill me is, living life in a healthy body, feeling really good, having balance and peace in my life, that balance, and just feeling, content in who I am. And yeah, so let's get some more. What was next? Which tarot, I think. Spirit, can I get some more info? Oops, for my pile of fours. And the thing is, you guys, we have free will. So at any point, we get to really take that deep dive, open our eyes, and kind of see maybe things that we haven't before. So if this is kind of like news to you, it doesn't make sense, it doesn't, it might just be time to kind of like, at the very least, really go through a deep, deep forgiveness, sense of self, forgiving of ourselves and of others. Spirit, can I get some more information from my pile of fours? Okay. Gratitude, tranquility, and memory. I feel like this is a pile that is intuitive and kind of shushes their intuition because they don't have the time. Like, I really wish that I was more in touch with my intuition, but, like I've got a lot of things to do today. And I feel like this is a pile that tends to see the glass half full rather than half empty, just because things haven't worked out for us. And, there may not have been fair shakes in our life. Maybe there were people that, said horrible things and whatever, but we can't use those as excuses anymore. And Spirit wants us to find a sense of gratitude for our lives again. Because I feel like we are, part of your purpose is kind of learning, like, all of this has happened for a reason, to propel us into a different state of being, into a different version of ourselves. And to be grateful for every single aspect of our life. And not grateful like, I'm so grateful for this couch. I wish it was red, but I got this couch. Like, that's not gratitude. That's gratitude with expectation and with buts. Real gratitude is, oh my gosh, I love my home so much. I am so grateful for the light in here. I'm grateful that I have doorknobs. I'm grateful for this couch. It's squishy. I'm grateful that I get to watch TV here. I'm grateful that, just to not at all focus on the lack, but to focus on the joy of it, on the real true gratitude. Like, what are you truly grateful for? and there's like a disconnect in regard to our love. Almost like we've kind of been living in robot mode, I want to say. That we really want to come back to a loving and like action, or loving, not act, like this is a pile that it has no problem with productivity. It's about like coming back to like the spiritual side of ourselves. With tranquility, like finding that inner peace again. Tranquility, like very similar to this temperance card. Patience, tranquility, calmness, intuition. Finding the beautiful, feminine, softer side of Sears within us. This is a pile that has a lot of chaotic thoughts. Like it's like the only time that we are at peace is when we are, at least this is the energy I'm feeling. So take what resonates, you guys. This may not be for everybody, but when we're in our addictions or when we're in our comforting mechanisms. It's like, I don't have time. Like I have to do all these things. I don't have time. Like I'm just, like the only way like I can turn off my brain is like the comforting mechanisms that I have. And those aren't necessarily healthy. There's a big, memories can be fun and great, but if we, had some great memories in the past, I feel like we are stuck in the past here. I feel two things from this card. One, remember who you wanted to be. And I don't mean like, I was supposed to be some famous scientist, or something like that. I mean, when you were young, when you were a child, like, who were you? Who did you want to be? Like, what did joy mean to you? What would success have meant to you as like a 4-year-old? So remember who you wanted to be and come back, reconcile with that version of yourself. And also, let's not get stuck in the past. Just because you've had great experiences in the past, like for me in my 20s, like just going out to LA, and it's crazy to think that those were one of my glory days of my life, because at the time it felt like tumultuous and chaotic and insane and crazy. But I got to do a ton of shows, and I got to sorry, I just want to make sure I'm still filming. Yeah, like improv shows and sketch and like all this stuff, and I just had the time of my life in hindsight. But if I thought that those were my glory days and those were the best days of my life, ow, like I still have half a life, at least to live. And, I hope, please, Spirit. So I don't want to be stuck on a version of the past, like thinking like, oh, I remember when I could, fit into those jeans, or, oh, I remember when, I wasn't doing drugs, or like, I don't know, whatever it is for you. But, remember who you used to be and come back to the beautiful, intuitive, spiritual divinity that you are, is the point. Okay, what else have we got here? Let's do the Starseed Oracle. Sorry, these are all turned around. Okay. Okay, for my 12 fours. Your purpose is to allow this transformation, to allow this deep dive. I'm just sensing some stubbornness, like this pie. Like it's like I can't even shuffle. Like I keep doing the same thing over and over. I keep doing the same thing over and over. When are you going to change it up? When are you going to be adaptable? When are you going to realize like this isn't working out for me anymore? Because part of your purpose is to shift and change that narrative. It's a part of like what you signed up for. I said this in the last pile. I would say most spiritual people doing this kind of work believe in past lives and believe that we signed up for this life on the other side. And we're like, okay, this life, like you be the alcoholic mother, I'm going to be the daughter, and you're going to teach me this, I'm going to teach you this. And, like we kind of like come up with these soul contracts that we come into this life, and some of the things we sign up for are really freaking hard. But it's all meant to teach and to grow us. And so for you guys, you signed up for a life where things didn't pan out. We kind of lost ourselves for a bit. Things need to change. There's just kind of been a stagnancy, but that you are having the opportunity to open back up again to a version of yourselves that is sacred and divine. Wow. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, these cards are perfect. Okay, so we're going to get one more for my thank you. And I'm going to take this one on the bottom as well. Okay, so we've got the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Like absolutely getting that little inner child vibe. Okay, reconciling with a part of our past, with our little inner children, because they are wounded. They're very, very, very alone. There's a lot of pain here, deep, deep, deep down. And I feel like this is a pile that hasn't dealt with it because you're just so wounded. There's almost like an emotional stunted, like we've almost been stunted emotionally in some ways. And I don't mean like you're super immature, but in some ways I don't feel like we've emotionally grown because of some things that have happened to us when we were younger. People either cutting down our dreams, or people not showing up for us, but there's something about in this journey to come back to a sense of remembering that you deserve love, remembering that you're a child of divine light and beauty, tenderness, playfulness, tranquility, and to use the rare gifts that you've been given in an innocent and playful way. Then we have the cosmic heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Don't make your life a success story, okay? Make your life a moving prayer. What a beautiful, beautiful way to say that. Co-create the next part of your journey with spirit as a divine child of light. Make your life a moving prayer with tranquility and gratitude rather than one of productivity and success. If you really, really want that emotional fulfillment and that healing, it's just time, my pal fours. Then we have your life as a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So for some of you, you are artists. You create the life that you want. Make your life a canvas. Do the wild, liberated thing. Like, you do not have to put your creative talents in a box. And I feel like if there's anything that you can do a little bit more wildly, a little bit more off the beaten path, a little bit more like I'm trying to think of an example. Like if you're a dancer, what would that be? Oh, dancers are pretty expressive. Like if you're a writer, okay, your life is a canvas. If you're a writer, maybe not just writing novels and not just writing screenplays, maybe writing spoken word and performing it. Maybe if you're a dancer, maybe you're a ballet dancer, maybe doing, some street stuff, maybe filming it and editing it crazy, dancing in water, like, I don't know. Like if you're a singer, like maybe you sing only one style, but maybe it's time to like do something like more experimental, or, I'm not sure what that is for you, but really question the idea of like, what would a wild life look like if I had to change it up? But you create your life. You have the power And I feel like because a lot of these things haven't turned out for you, that your life has been put on hold. There's been a ton of stagnancy, and we're not creating anymore because there's such deep blockages now. And Spirit wants you to remember that inner child, that playfulness, that love of life, that love of creativity, and to create and to come to this beautiful, sensitive, playful, wonderful sense of ourselves, and to manifest the life that we want, and to just be a moving prayer. There was this couple that I met in Washington, and they both were actors like in the 50s, and I think they did, or 40s, I don't know, but back in like the old school movie days, and their whole house was full of like all these artistic things, and it just reminded me, like, I don't know if you've ever gone to like a painter's house, or like the art director of something, and they just live like this crazy existence, and they have all these things and these trinkets, and they're just like very expressive people. And not always, but like if you know any of those people, like I kind of feel like there are artists that are free, that were never told in their entire lifetimes that they can't shine, that they are no good, that they were just encouraged the entire way, and they've just been able to live these beautiful lives. And I can feel the energy, like, oh my God, that must be nice for them. Like, fuck those people. Like, that wasn't my experience. Like there's some anger there. There's some jealousy, big time jealousy. And Spirit's like, we need to get rid of all of that bullshit. Okay. Because it doesn't matter the cards you were handed. You have a choice right now. Man, there's some tough love in some of these piles tonight. But you have a choice right now, pile 4s. You have the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like however many years you have. It's your choice what your life becomes. And you can experience joy and hope and fulfillment, or you can just stay more of the same and become more bitter and resentful. And the last one we had was the void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. And to me, this is just kind of like saying, take a moment to stop all the things you're doing and just take a deep dive into who you are and why, like shadow work, not even shadow work, but just like the acknowledgement that Spirit is there, the acknowledgement of who you are. Like, hey, Spirit, like, I guess I'm supposed to stop and calm down. So what now? Like maybe just journal your feelings, journal discoveries you find about yourself, who you were then, who you are now. What experiences have ripped you to shreds? What experiences feel good? What are the kind of experiences you want in your life? Fascinating stuff, pile 4. Lots of opportunity here. I did that one. What else is next? Let's get some guidance for you guys, and then we'll get some blessings. Very stubborn pile 4s. Okay, we gotta let go of how we think things need to happen. We have to be more flexible, more adaptable. Operate out of our love spaces, out of our, well, that didn't sound right. Operate out of our hearts with like real purity, that childlike purity. Heal those inner children. Spirit for my pile 4s, guidance for my pile 4s. New moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. Let your fears dissolve. So we've got Capricorn energy and Cancer energy. I think for some of you, you kind of know what needs to be done, but you're afraid to shine. You're afraid to do things differently because what people might think. Yeah, take inspired action. Trust all will be well. Okay, so the first card, we've got New Moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. So even though you don't understand the who, what, where, when, why-ness of it all, when things aren't illuminated yet, okay, trust your heart. Okay, there's lots of green in this card, that heart chakra energy. Trust what really lights you up in your heart, what feels good, what is healing. Some of you, you know, are creative people. Like you might also be spiritual leaders. You might be, I also am getting a sense of leading by example, the lifestyle, kind of letting go of old versions of our lifestyles and kind of stepping into something more creative, wild, like really, like what you really believe to be true about yourselves. And then full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. Yeah, I feel like some of you are afraid to shine. Some of you are afraid to get too deep into your emotions. There's just like a lot of fear. You know, if the spotlight is fully on me, like you're going to know I'm a fraud. They're going to know I don't deserve to be here. My mom's going to know I said the F word. You know, whatever that is for you. Like, oh my gosh, I colored my hair. My friends are going to think I'm crazy. What will people back in high school think? I'm scared to take this inner deep dive because I can't believe I can't change that to that depth of which I know I need to. So take that how that resonates, because it's going to be something different for everybody. And this is a highly sensitive pile, you guys. Highly, highly, highly sensitive pile. So there's like really deep healing that needs to happen here for sure. But that's part of your purpose. Okay, like you're going to be able to do that for yourselves. I mean, it's your choice, it's free will. But being able to do that for yourselves allows others to see that in you. And it helps elevate and heal the world. Take inspired action. Yeah, like she's like dancing under the moon. Okay, which is crazy, you know, by societal standards. What inspires you, what lights you up, take action on it and just go for it. Full moon in Virgo. And there's something here about like taking like baby steps. It doesn't have to be like, you know, I need to be a famous singer. It can just be like, I want to take voice lessons again, or I want to perform with this group, or I want to, you know, like I'm going to try and find a band, or, you know, like something like that. Again, different for everybody. You know, if spirit keeps knocking something on over your head, like, hey, you should buy a guitar. Hey, you should buy a guitar. Like, do it. When the inspiration strikes, like, do it. New moon of Virgo, like leave nothing on the table. We get one life. We get one of this life. So leave nothing on the table and just go for it. New moon of Virgo, trust all will be well. Yeah, there's so much we can't see. So much, just this little tiny sliver of glimmer, this new moon glimmer of light. Trust, trust, trust. Feel it out with your heart chakra. Sit in a chair, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, put your hand on your heart and just listen. Take the time, take the time, take the time. And I believe we got trust. Yeah, we got trust twice. Trust all will be well. Okay? And there's just really something about shining to me, not being afraid to step out into the limelight again. Not being afraid to like leave the house, not being afraid to step out in a new way. Not being afraid to like take those divine inspirations. Follow your muse. Okay, let's get some blessings for you guys. And then we will call it. Make sure I'm still filming. Yes, thank you, God. All these readings have been really long, like an hour long, so it's a lot of space on my phone, and it usually cuts off for various reasons, and it's not. I'm so grateful. Okay, for my pile fours, what blessings are coming in for my pile fours as a part of their purpose? Yeah, this is a pile that needs to calm down. Truly. Enlightenment. Oh, I love that. Love that for you. What a gorgeous card. You guys see that? Beautiful. It's like a ship sailing through the Milky Way or something, or some, you know, nebulous galaxy. But enlightenment is coming, a different way of doing life, which is just beautiful. For my pile fours, what blessings are coming for them? I feel like you guys have been so on a hamster wheel of productivity and doing, and I've got the answers, and this is the way it's going to go. That solitude, okay, that's like trust that all is well. Or sorry, the void card, wherever that went. Don't remember where that went, but the void card, like just saying like, hey, I'm going to take this time out to like take that deep dive. Wisdom, happiness. When's the last time you felt happy? Healing chaos. I love these cards for you, you guys. Love them, love them. Okay, enlightenment I'm actually going to read because it's so freaking beautiful. Okay. Enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. Boom. Beautiful. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky is the limit. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. You guys, we have free will, okay? But if you choose this, such gifts, such expansive, gorgeous energy of shifting everything that your life has ever been into something beautiful. What a glorious purpose. It's the journey of it all. Solitude I'm not going to read. It's just very obvious to me. This is a blessing coming to you. Loneliness versus solitude. Okay, this is stillness. This is peace. This is like connecting with that inner divinity and just refilling your power pack and feeling good about it and not feeling lonely or sad or bittersweet about it. Just being like completely okay in your own skin, being able to take that time out. Wisdom. I'm going to read that too because it seems like something that's so easy to think about. Things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface, things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place, all is well and serenity and peace are emerging. Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been beneficial. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Happiness. Oh my gosh. For some of you that want a relationship, I feel like, maybe you haven't been honest about part of that, especially like we had the 10 of Cups reversed over here. 10 of Cups, again, that happy family. So maybe you've always wanted somebody to be your fellow dolphin. Click your heels and shout for joy. That was my dolphin noise. The signs are with you. Let your light shine, 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 shine. Abounding good luck waits you. A gateway is open for even more joy and happiness. Your life is expanding. Opportunities are emerging. This is the time to go forward with glee. Love deeply and fully. Embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in a metered way. Too much too fast can be overwhelming. Okay, so just want to stay balanced. Okay, again, that Temperance card, that balance, that peace, that patience, that moderation. Okay, in mind, body, spirit, soul. And then we've got Healing Chaos. Oh, such a beautiful card. It's like a tornado of butterflies. So beautiful. When you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You're being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing, do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. So I feel like as you go through this transformation, as you go through this process, this deep dive, figuring out who you are, what you want now, releasing the past, forgiving yourself and others for things that have happened, and really letting that go. It's going to feel almost tumultuous. It's like working through big stuff in therapy. You know, it kind of can create chaos in our lives, but it's for such a beautiful, beautiful purpose. This purpose of transformation. And you guys, these are blessings, okay, coming in for you. Blessings. So, you know, we have free will, we have choice, but you know, if you take these baby steps in regard to this transformation for your life's purpose, okay, these are the things that are coming for you, which is just beautiful. All right, my pile fours, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, if it resonated, please like it, please share and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you on my next video. Love and light. Bye.